What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Saved by the Spell, Game of Saving Throws. I am Captain RoBear. How's everybody's Friday night going / Saturday morning, baby? What's up?
Hey,
what's up?
There he is.
What's going on?
It's Friday night.
It's Friday night.
D&D.
It's D&D time. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm gonna go home. See you later, guys.
You guys are too happy. I'm leaving.
Well, you're dead anyways. It doesn't make any damn bit of
No,
difference.
no, only one part of me is dead.
Yeah. Cold.
I'm now a shapeshifter. You're about to see my acting range. It goes from sarcastic and moody to
Moody?
sarcastic and moody.
Can you shapeshift into Valus's foot? That's the question.
Oh no, that can burn on the pyre. It's gone.
Can't show that foot on Twitch. So yeah.
Oh no. Oh yeah.
Can't show that
No
foot on
toes.
Twitch.
No toes.
No
Happy.
toes.
Oh man.
Too
You're
soon.
too happy. Something stuck in her teeth. Yeah, it's called teeth.
It's her smile is infectious. I don't know.
This is just the way I look, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh man. Radio, what have you been up to this week? Let's get the positive side of this week. How has Division been treating you?
Oh, so nice to have another PvE game to play that's not Destiny and not broke ass Anthem. Although I still like Anthem. Man, I'm walking down the rabbit hole real deep on the Division.
And new PC hype? New PC hype?
New PC hype, and then of course tonight of all nights, my IP is taking an absolute shit. So it's gonna be a rough night because I've only got about a 1 meg upload speed right now.
Let's go.
Well, hey, the audio's working, and sometimes that's all that matters.
It's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, freshly still has the wrapper on partnership Nightcog. How you doing, buddy?
No. Good, man. I've been in, of course, divisioning it up with you guys this week, which has been a ton of fun. Tyson wrote an awful game called Anthem last night. It was a miserable experience, but you guys saved me, so which was great.
You feel okay, Nighthawk? You look a little constricted in those sleeves.
Yeah, I know.
Go cut them off.
Yeah, no, but yeah, that's basically been it, man. Just leveling up, having a blast, man, shooting shit. None of fun. I quit.
Amazing. Oh man, nice M. Bison gift. Let's go. Big fan of that.
Oh wow.
Becca, aka Caustic Phoenix, aka freshly put in the Embers program
Yes.
broadcaster.
Let's
What's
go.
up?
Let's
I've
go.
been chosen.
How was your week?
Drop your embers.
I've been in a hotel in New York since Tuesday, so I've not done any gaming. It's hard to travel, with an Xbox to another state. And you're flying, so didn't do that.
Wait for that
I haven't had a
Xbox
hot
anywhere.
shower since Tuesday. Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh yeah.
You don't have hot water in your hotel?
No, it's freezing cold.
Oh God.
It's been awful.
Is the service project bringing the hotel back to life, or what is it?
No,
Renovations.
That's a nat 1 on hotel choice. That's a nat.
so sad.
I've created a lot of shitty inns in my time. All of them have had hot water.
Nope. None here.
You
None
never
here.
created a.
The Bates Motel. That would at least be more interesting. I'm at a red roof.
Ooh.
The heat doesn't work either. I have it technically set to 85. It is definitely not 85.
Can you see your breath?
It's like in the 60s in here. Which for me, I know for normal people they like that, but I'm comfortable around like 70.
No, when our house is 70, you fucking think it's cold as shit. You don't think until it's like 80 degrees. Fucking wake up at the fireplace and it's 84 degrees in the house.
I have poor circulation, okay?
Vomit everywhere.
Smell.
Leave me alone.
Smell girl problems is what that is. Put on a sweater. Mr. Mudcat.
So yeah.
How's your week been?
It's been interesting. Fucking still had laryngitis all week. So, mix of dragging my voice through the fucking mud every day on stream.
Yeah. In the end of the day, laryngitis is always better than Larry's mangina.
Yeah.
That's true, I suppose.
No doubt.
On a sliding scale, I guess, in that kind of way. Yeah, other than that, man, it's just been hanging out and playing games, like Apex, and what else did we play? Sea of Thieves this week. Sea of Thieves 1 year anniversary. That was pretty dope. They put new cosmetics in.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
I got all the new Pirate Legend cosmetics, so that's pretty dope.
Nice.
Sea of Thieves going live is a lot of my friends' like stream anniversary. So like my first like my full-time hours actually start on that anniversary date. It's when I started hitting the purple people eater really hard. But it's not my mixer anniversary yet. Gotta go a little bit.
So that's been fun. And then I gotta do a quick shout out here to our community, mine, yours, everybody who's here. I think it's a joint force because there were some dudes hanging at my stream last week, and they were saying, you guys make me want to play D&D, or you guys want me to make me play D&D again. And now in my Discord, there's a fucking group of people. I just said, well, then why don't you guys just fucking play together? So I set up a channel, and like Mutant Havoc's about to DM them tomorrow night. Like a few people through a short one-off or one shot or something.
First
so
community game. Let's go.
That's pretty fucking dope.
Let's go. That's what
Excited
it's
to hear how
about.
it goes.
That's
That's
what I like
awesome.
to hear, man.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
Everyone should play D&D.
They should. They should.
All you people in chat that are saying I want to play D&D, you got 80 other fucking people that do too. They're right here.
There's no
Go play.
excuses anymore, and you have the
play.
tools. You have the tools. I'm telling
And
you.
you can always come here for inspiration.
Yeah, and I said, bare minimum. This came up while we were streaming the Division, I think 2 nights ago. If you really wanted to play D&D, and you really wanted to stream, and do all of it together, and you got 3 of your other friends with Xbox headsets, you could fucking do it. You could literally do it. It's never been easier to do it than right now. You don't need all the bells and whistles. You have the tools. People have phones. You would be surprised how much tech that you have to be able to get yourself and a group in a game together. Shit that didn't exist even 3-5 years ago. So there's no excuses now. You guys got the community. I'm proud of you guys getting together for what will herald as the first community game. So congratulations, you guys. I'm glad you brought that up, man.
Yeah, I just thought it was cool. They've been hashing it out all week, and one guy was doing Rome Ham from my chat sent in a handwritten character sheet, and then I had to be like, dude, you can use D&D Beyond now.
Yes.
So,
And even though
There's
we're not,
something nice though writing it out.
I guess so. It was a 3.5 though. He had to transfer to 5e.
by the way, there's the link. We're not even sponsored by him yet. Hopefully, maybe after East, I get to talk to somebody, and we are. D&D Beyond. It's free right now for the basic rule set. You can go on there, and I'm telling you, if you've never, this will take the intimidation out of creating a character. For everybody that's their first time start, it holds your hand. And for me, somebody that's experienced creating them, it takes several hours off of the process and recheck some of your math and what you're able to do. So go to D&D Beyond, you get the basic rule set, you'll be able to read everything that comes in that basic box, you get there for free, right there. And that's what it's about. So cool, and then you can move up, and hopefully I can start getting codes for people and tossing out freaking handbooks like it's nobody's business. That would be great. That's a dream. But until then,
one day at a time.
You have this. This is the best tool at your hands right now.
That roll 20.
Yeah. And roll 20. You got forums there, all of it. Everything on the channel here now, hey, CRTV rolling 24/7. How about that intro, baby? How about Captain Claus and that animated intro?
Amazing.
That was smooth as fuck, dude. It looked good.
Oh shit.
So good.
Yeah, and I see you guys, or you can stop by and watch D&D here. Don't get it twisted, man. That's how I got started. Critical Role got me back in. I still try to find time to watch them. And there's Roleplay, who pretty much invented the format of this style streaming D&D. For real, man.
Harmon Quest.
Yeah, like
that's what got me.
Mm-hmm.
Harmon Quest.
For
Then it
real,
was
man.
Critical Role, but Harmon Quest broke open the floodgate.
You'll be surprised. It'll be easier than what you think. Eventually, you guys will understand that improv isn't as hard as what you think. You just got to practice it and do it. Some people are naturally gifted at it, but you can learn a lot by just doing. We all try to perfect too much. It's about the pursuit of perfection, not the actual goal at the very end, man. It's about the pursuit. Channel's been great, man. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we probably play a little Division. I'd like to work in a little bit more of the D&D MMO, Neverwinter. We're going to try, but it's kind of hard to turn off the VODs when everybody's watching.
Yeah.
When everybody's catching up on different time zones. So that's kind of where we're at, you know? Thank you for everybody here who is new, that's coming from YouTube, TikTok, anywhere else out in the web, coming from a rerun. Thank you for joining us for a live game, man. Your energy is our oxygen, man. We appreciate that. These games are fun on their own. They are next level with an audience, so we appreciate you, man. Very, very, very much. Next week, there will be, unfortunately, no game of saving throws because myself and Mudcat will be terrorizing Boston proper and wrecking shop.
Get ready, you fucking cocksuckers.
Waiting for that Borderlands announcement.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so good.
No neon regime either, right?
no neon regimes either, unfortunately. So you're going to get a lot of marathons over the weekend. It's going to be a lot of marathons going on, but good news.
I'm gonna pop some cars in the yard.
Hopefully we come back with some new biz development because that's what I'm shooting for. So maybe we'll come back with great news, and if we don't come back with great news, we're going to come back with great stories. More importantly.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall.
Tear down that wall. By the way, kudos to I've seen a lot of people coming in, a lot of OGs, man. I love seeing that over at Mixer. A lot of people that have played D&D in the past. A lot of people way earlier than me. Most of the time, I'm the old fogey saying from the 90s with AD&D. There's a lot of folks that have been coming out and saying, hey, love seeing what you're doing. We're from the 70s, 80s. Hearts to you guys. Thanks for coming out.
That's awesome, Dart.
1978. God damn.
Wow.
Seriously.
Let's go.
That's
Let's
awesome.
go. It's amazing to see the place that D&D is at right now.
I started
doubt.
last year.
And that's a
I started 8 weeks ago.
that is a testament to us as a people and as a culture that storytelling, even in 2019, with everybody that is in here sitting around our proverbial internet campfire, storytelling is not dead. Mm-hmm. And that's cool. That is damn cool. But without further ado, we need to descend into the madness of where last episode left off. Upon an incredible RP from Radio Mang himself, Hister called to his god, praying to revive the life of the fallen Valis Ta'ord, our mage proper. Because of an amazing plea to his god Bahamut, it appeared that grace had been granted, and the Valis's body seemed temporarily to reanimate and come back to life. Unfortunately, only to be snatched away by the hands of a filthy hill giant. You guys proceeded to expedite a process of helping the survivors from outside of the cave back into the town of Nightstone with having to fend off these giants first. Unfortunately, upon running out, you found out that there was not much of Valis left when you exited the cave. His limbs ripped asunder. You guys were unsuccessful at saving Valis's life as he was consumed by a hill giant. and may have possibly been killed first by an ice knife by someone who happened to run out and help the party on Malric's call, the dwarf who runs the inn at Nightstone, the man who's been the point for the surviving members of the town of Nightstone. Emery joined the fray in his roguish dad body as he entered and tossed an ice knife that may or may not have ended Valis' life before he was eaten by a giant. Who knows?
Can't say. It's all speculation.
You guys were locked in a battle with these bastards, able to slay them. In much like D&D fashion, even though you were sad over the death of your friend, decided to take his shit out of the mouth of that giant. Because there's nothing more D&D like than making sure you hold on to your magical items. As the wooden pickles were retrieved from the teeth of that hill giant. And I think it's more important to cue up that mood, that proper mood. You guys descended as friends back in to Nightstone proper. You guys had an amazing moment on the walk-in that was picturesque. Everybody reminiscing for a minute about their happiness and the times that they had with Valis. But it came time to not only light a funeral pyre for him, but also the Lady Nandir, the ruling body of Nightstone. So you guys erected a large funeral Viking pyre. You guys sent them on their way. After much tears and grief, a embrace was had by Hester and Chikios, and almost by Ruby. After Hester said a few words, Chikios whispered into his ear that he would return when he was prepared. And at that moment, nothing but gilded green and gold fairies as Ruby ran up and embraced a Chikios that's no longer there, just half holding on to Hester. And that is where we start tonight's episode.
Another friend gone. I don't know if I want to smash something or get a drink.
So Ruby's
Malric!
picking at the butterflies that are kind of going around. And where did he go?
Back to the Feywild?
How could he leave us like this right now? We just lost Valis.
I feel like Chikios has his own reasons, guys. I just feel like we need to try to trust him on this.
And at this
What
moment,
are we
nobody
supposed to do now?
Nobody else has heard what he whispered to Hester yet.
He said he would come back when he...
What does that mean? I don't understand. I don't get it. Why would he... How are any of us going to move on?
We have to. It's the only choice. We either move on or die.
Well, why does
That's
he...
life.
Why does he think splitting up will be better? We're already a smaller group now that Valis is dead.
You have dad bod.
Oh, he's not
Dead
one
bod.
of us. I do not trust him.
Can I hear them from where I'm at?
Yeah, I mean you're there. It's like being the new kid at the lunch table.
I look at him as I say, I do not trust him.
I totally understand that, and we just met, so you shouldn't trust me. But maybe we go. I can set you up with a few drinks at the inn, and we can go celebrate the life of your friend and some of our friends here in the town.
I'm still making eye contact with Dad Bod, but I'm looking at I'm connecting with him, but I'm talking to the others.
While you look at me, I'm gonna shake my stomach like truffle shuffle style.
Cannot trust shapeshifters.
Well, we don't have much of a choice right now. I need a rest. You need a rest. And I think we could probably all use a drink.
Yeah.
Plus, I think talking to Maloric might give us some idea why Kella and those mercenaries were in this town, and how we can go find that Nightstone.
Well, I don't want to speak for Maloric, but you did help free us from a prison, so I think that earned you at least one night in the inn.
Sounds good to me.
At least one night.
I mean, it's a business, so let's just start with one.
Hey, you know what? I don't like this guy, guys.
Cock.
I don't trust him.
Like Ruby has her arms crossed and like
I'm right here.
Fur on her neck. Do you guys hear something? Because I don't.
I'm gonna leave and go to the bar. I
All
walk
right, guys,
away.
he's gone now. Let's talk about him.
I do think we should be careful. So I'm like lowering my voice so he can't hear us. My cock, his door. I think we should have a signal or something in case he shifts to one of us.
You said in case he shifts into one of us, like changes into one of us? Is that what you're saying?
He's a shapeshifter, so
Yes.
Yeah,
if he was
yeah,
looking
okay.
to betray us, he could become one.
So what would you want for a signal?
I just think we just need either a signal or a word. Just so we know that we're not imposters.
Okay.
I got one. I like it.
Yes.
What do you got, Esther?
I'm gonna hey Mudcat, do me a favor, take off your headphones for a second.
Oh
No!
Good, he deserves it. He got to hear like all last
you just
episode.
got NPC DM'd, bro.
We're our safe word with him, we're gonna use goblin cheeks.
Oh, okay.
I like it.
Let me
We're
write
the
that.
only
like it.
ones who know about that.
I like it.
Okay. Okay,
All right.
got it.
I'm an expert, so yep.
But there's a lot to be had left in this town, helping them rebuild and getting on our way. Maybe there might be some coin left. So let's start with a rest and a drink. Let's take Emery up on his offer. A
I
night,
agree.
drink,
Agreed.
and we'll start out in the morning.
Sounds good to me.
By the way, I don't care because I have my own secret signals.
Said like a true kid who's jealous. All right, so you
So into
guys,
the bar we go.
descend into the Nightstone Inn proper, and it's a sad scene. It's it's what a bar looks like in the face of apocalypse. It's it's still torn asunder. It's not in great shape. You see a handful of people treating and triaging injuries off into the corner to the left. There's patrons that have their heads down on the table. There's groups that are still in shock. Some people that are crying. A few people up at the bar that are trying to cope while grimacing at what they have to drink from cask number 2. And you currently see Maloric in his long flowing auburn hair and reddish beard back behind the bar, currently grimacing through the process as well.
Maloric, it looks like that's either the worst ale you had or the strongest ale you've had in a long time.
It's done. I would put it this way. It has alcohol. And right now, that is something common and familiar to me.
Well, pour up a few. Pour me up 4.
Pour me a double.
And he goes,
Speaking of familiar, what do you know? Are you familiar with the why people like the assassins would like to come here? Why was Kela here? Oh, is her body still upstairs?
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Tabaxi.
Can I have her go upstairs? It was in this building, right? That's where we killed her. I killed her.
Actually, she's in town square.
Oh, that's right. They brought her body out.
By the way, there's a whole murder scene, like...
No, we're gonna talk about this?
It's rough in them streets. Like, nothing is cleaned up. Like, you're probably no much further than 10 to 20 feet away from someone who's dead.
Oh my God.
And Malder, I'm sorry, Ruby. I don't know exactly who you're talking about, but and he looks back over at Hister. Hister, we will not drink any more of this shite tonight. And he starts fumbling through his keys, rather shakenly, and pulls one out and appears to disappear back towards the kitchen area. And as he reemerges, he actually has a keg up on his shoulders from some area and slams it up on top of the bar. And not in honor of Lady Kella, or not Lady Kella. You got the Kella on the mind now. Lady Nandir and your friend Volus, who died for the rest of Nightstone, we'll not drink any more of this. And he pulls up a very, and you can smell it as the alcohol hits the air, a very, very strong keg. This is something that could sit a little bit more well with the Dwarven gods. Pulls out a very, very whiff, and you can smell it. Anyone who's had a really strong Belgian quad before, very, very malty, sticky toffee, boozy, and normally served in something that's in a glass from 10 to 12 ounces, but he's not. He's just frantically grabbing as many of the large Moss Krugs and Steins as he can get, and he's just topping them off. And just, you can tell he's just, the more he fills, kind of the angrier he gets. He hits the faucet, and he just keeps hitting it, and you can tell it's a little bit of his own frustration coming out, and he fills up all the glasses. Several patrons from the bar are able to grab some. Emery, Hister, Nightcock, Ruby, you guys all get glasses.
Now this is a little bit more my speed. My friends, and all the townsfolk of Nightstone, we've lost. We have won. We'll press on. We'll rebuild. But we will always remember everyone who was here today.
Cheers.
Prost.
I'm gonna come out from the kitchen with a towel on my shoulder, like Cheers style, and I'm gonna start wiping down the bar.
Just getting down on it.
Yeah, just overly like the same spot.
And
I take my drink and I kind of pour a little bit on that spot there. I think somebody missed a spot over here, guys.
It's okay. This is what I get paid for. I'm just gonna keep wiping, unfazed.
Mm-hmm. And about that same time, you guys start to see, ironically, in the same corner of the bar where you met Arnor, you start to see a small portal begin to open up. And it starts to swirl, and it catches the attention of the rest of the bar. And it starts to split open. And you can see little green and gilded fairies.
Ruby's getting really excited. Like her ears perk up really high and her eyes widen and her tail's kind of like flicking back and forth really quickly. She's like kind of like in a hunch pounce moment because she thinks she knows what's going to happen and she's getting ready for it.
And it starts to split open, and you can see green grass and the little fireflies and fairies and endless twilight. And for a second, you think you can almost see Chikios.
Is that Chikios, or is it some sort of trick?
It has to be him.
Oh,
So
God.
What
Ruby's
the hell?
going to go ahead and just jump towards it now.
Get spot.
I make a leap for it.
As you
Oh
leap
my
towards the
God.
portal, Tyson,
It's Nightcock.
describe yourself.
Oh, hi guys. And before you, coming out of this portal, you see a giant behemoth of a furblog, 7 feet plus tall, almost approaching 8 feet. Flowing hair down over his face, ruffled over his glasses, can't really see all that well, fogged up from the steam of the portal. Wearing a nice fancy top hat, not a fedora. Adorned in a nice big half metal plate. On the front of it, you see a big tree with a giant, what looks to be an owl covering the front of it. Shield in hand, same adornment on the shield. Big tree and owl. What appears to be a mace in his hand, but it's not a mace like you've seen before. It's a bladed, in the shape of a bird type thing, an owl sort of outline. Big furry man, bearded all the way down. You can't really tell where the beard first starts and the body hair starts. It just kind of all flows into one. Just looking a hot mess.
And Alaric, better pour one more if there's anything left in the cask. Whatever this thing is going to need a drink.
Yes.
You
And
guys-
So this really
Not
throws
me.
Ruby off.
I
She's
need,
like, she kind of pulls the stutter stop and then she looks at him for a second, but then starts looking around him, like kind of crawling around him, like, where's Chikios?
I need everyone to pop off their headsets right now.
Okay.
Put in, yeah. Let
Yeah,
me know when back on.
Yep, I will.
Including me?
No,
Or
no,
you talking-
you
okay.
because we've had no show prep.
Right.
We've had no show prep, so I have to tell you. So one, Chikios has sent you from the Feywild.
Okay.
You were part of the oh god, what court is it? Shit. Give me 1 second. I gotta look up the fairy court that you're part of. Yeah, you were actually a part of the Unseelie court. So you're not a part of the same court that he's from. Chikios is part of the Seelie court. He's part of that's associated with Summer. So you actually but you're not a evil character by any means. You just happen to come from a side that's associated with autumn. Like, so think about your personality in the style of fall, that as a as a character that you are, you're always trying to stave off winter. As a general personality trait, that is, you were the last stand before summer fading to winter. And you have been sent by Chikios. You met over tea, and that he sent you to assist the group in his absence, and that he misses them dearly, but he has to finish what he started.
Do we know each other real well, or it was like a one-time encounter and I'm helping you out?
We have a drinking story and source origin that they do not know. That is between us. So we have met and bonded through that, enough so for you to be able to do me a favor. That we hold ourselves in good regard.
All right. And scene.
Is Becca back? Does she know?
I am back.
Okay.
Hi guys. How are you doing? My name's Barnson. Barnson Obel.
What kind of name is that?
Barnes, and that's
I should have named you.
Barnes, and that's that seems like a foreign name. What's the origin of that?
It's I can't really talk about it because it's a secret. But
I'm just saying, we get a lot of travelers. This is an inn, and I've never heard anybody named Barnes or no.
Oh,
I'm quite the fan of secrets.
It's Barnson Obel. 2 words.
Barnson Obel.
Barnson Obel.
Are you from the south?
No, I come from the Feywild.
So you know
like this, but the South Feywild?
I do. Yes, that's why I am here. For Chikio sent me. Yes, Chikio did.
You know,
but
why did you?
Well, long story short, I am here to help you guys. Oh hey, you must be Histor. He told me about you. You must be the night cock, judging by that you're the only bird here. Deductive reasoning, I'm very good at. I'm not sure. You're the cat. What was your Ruby? I think.
Did he not talk about me?
He did, but I'm very, very bad with names. My name is Barnson Obel. I don't know if I told you that. My friends call me Barnson. You can call me Barnson as well.
Barnson.
I'm gonna call you B. Obel.
Okay. I'll. Whatever works for you. If that helps you, is that a name? Okay, sure. B. Barnson. You can call me Barnson. But I'm here to help.
So, Barnson, enlighten me this, please. Chikio sent you to help us. Why?
Well, we've been, drinking buddies for some time. And he said you guys had a little rough bout. And I'm doing him a favor. At this point in time, he said you guys might need a helping hand. And I've come prepared to assist in any way that you deem fit, whether you need me to be just here for just hitting stuff hard, or I am very good at healing and sending people to the grave and keeping them from the grave. Barnson, at your service.
So what, you're like a cleric monk?
Why?
No.
Sounds very, very similar to Chikios.
We are similar in ways. He is part of the Seelie court, whereas I am from the Unseelie court. So, think of it as we're both in fraternities, just different fraternities of different courts of order.
Can I ask what the difference is between the two fraternities, little courts?
Mine specializes in kind of preventing or trying to forego the long winter. Semantics, really.
So, why did you come and not Chikios? Why didn't he return?
He's not ready to. He misses you guys very, very much. He's still learning after what happened. He's just not. He's not ready.
Will he return?
Guys, yes. For sure. Oh, for sure. He will return. When he is ready, I will go back and he will come. He misses you dearly. I promise you that. That the many nights we drank, it was all he could talk about you all. It was actually quite annoying most nights. But
wait, most nights? Chiquio's just left us.
Well, see, my friend, that is the time difference in the Fae is not like time in the material plane. Your concept here and my concept of time it's abstract and irrelevant.
Oh, okay. So you'll help us then. We're going after the giants.
Any friend of my friend is a friend of mine as well. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Well said, Barnton.
Did he just compliment himself?
Well, new friend, would you like a drink?
I was not. What is? Oh, hey, Barnson. I don't know you. He did not tell me of you very much. What is?
We didn't get to speak. I'm from the town. I'm Emery. So I'm not familiar with this Chiquios, but I am familiar with liquor. If you'd like to partake.
Oh, I don't know. Normally I abstain, but I feel like we must break the bonds of brotherhood, and it would be of poor taste to not have a drink with you guys.
We're having
Chiquios, right?
a celebration of life here, so join us.
I will. Okay, on this special occasion, what do we drink on this plane? Normally we just drink copious amounts of water.
I've got just the thing, and I'm gonna pull out some bottles and shakers, and I'm gonna like flip them around, do a little bit of Vegas showmanship, and shake them up and pour them into some glasses, and I'm gonna hand out some basic lemon drop shots to everybody. After a lot of showmanship, it's just some vodka and like lemonade.
It's a lemon drop.
What in Bahamut's name is that crap?
Just trust me. If you liked my patented sheep dung mead, then you will, or ale, then you will absolutely love this. And I passed it out,
staring at him, giving him the stink eye.
And I'm gonna grab one, and you guys, you give me the stink eye. Don't be rude. Let's do this in remembrance of your friends. I'm gonna hold the glass up.
I'll grab a glass and join him.
You must have the sacred flame before you drink. And I cast, I can't ever say this fucking word, thaumaturgy?
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And I put a little flame on the top of each person's glass. Like what are those shots called? Like the fire shots?
Yeah, flaming shots, yeah.
So everybody's glass is flaming now.
Nice.
This is how
it goes.
This is how we seal the friendships in the Fae.
And I'm just gonna knock it and slam it down, and I'm gonna burp out smoke because it was on fire.
Perfect.
Watching your pathetic little smoke cloud, I'm gonna give you a small fiery smoke ring, just out of my teeth. It just drifts around your head.
You'll have to teach me to do that someday. I feel like I can learn a lot from you.
You're gonna have to be Dragonborn first, there, Emery. But we'll work on it.
I'll see what I can do. And I'll wink. I'm gonna wink, like a knowing wink.
You propositioning me, or is there something in your eye?
It's just how I am. I like to wink.
God. Well, you can't make beer for shit, but at least your shots taste like something that's pretty.
Ooh.
And Maloric, his pride seems to be wounded more by cask number 2 and him taking a lemon drop at the face of apocalypse of everything he's known. It's a face that you can tell that shields the pride and definitely hides the pain. Oh, thank you, Emery, and welcome to Nightstone, Barnson. I'm glad you're not a cloud giant.
So, speaking of those cloud giants, any idea why they would run off with the Nightstone of this town?
If I hadn't been trying to figure out how to save my life and most of the population of Nightstone, I might have thought about it a little bit longer. But obviously, the Nightstone itself seems to be a little bit more important than just a monument. Other than that, I ain't got the foggiest scale of what they wanted with any of us. This is a sleepy town.
Kind of peculiar to me that that Nightstone, a very powerful magic item, would be sitting in the middle of this town for that long, untouched, undiscovered, and then cloud giants come out of nowhere, bomb the town, and snatch it up. I'm just trying to figure out the cloud giants, the mercenaries, and why the hell now they decided to snatch it out of your town.
Hester, I don't know what you're trying to exactly impress on the rest of us, but we're a gods-fearing people over here. We're real salt of the earth. I don't know what they want.
I'm not making any accusations. I'm just trying to figure out who ratted you out. Because to me, it seems like there's a rat somewhere.
And as you say rat, you can hear a few people grimace and wince back behind you. And Malik leans across the bar and he goes, "Be careful with the rat talk. At the moment, we just lost a good chunk of this city to a few rats. It's not your fault. Just letting you know."
Wait, like real rats?
And you saw that in the fight with the Goblin Chieftain, the Goblin King, that
Like the
several,
ones that got Valis killed.
several of the people were fed to his rats.
Where did those rats come from?
It doesn't matter where they come from, Ruby.
Well,
Who knows?
maybe if you-
It's a goblin.
You guys, can you tell me where the bathroom is? That was a long trip. I really need to go to the bathroom.
Alaric
There's a
looks
bathroom
over
left
at,
in this place.
at Barnes and kind of swallows deeply. It's straightforward. Look at the crest of Nightstone and make a right. That's because you look at American flag and you make a right at my own bar.
Thank you. Hell and well met, good sir. I will be right back, guys. Again, my name is Barneson. Be right back.
Barnes, make sure you jiggle the handle when you're done. It doesn't always flush.
Oh, you flush here?
Yep, we have a magic toilet.
Oh, okay.
Also, Barneson, if you shake it more than twice, you're playing with it. So,
Shake what?
I don't know how you do it in the Feywild, but he's right.
No, what are you talking
It's common
about?
knowledge here.
What is shaking?
You'll understand when you're older. Don't worry about it.
You're too young.
Barnes
And as I walk towards the bathroom, I use thaumaturgy to play.
As Barneson, as you enter the bathroom, you actually see 3 hermit crab shells attached to the wall. And as you do, you cock your head slightly and it fades to black. Everyone
What
else is
just
back up at
happened?
the bar.
I get the reference.
So Ruby, you trust Barnes?
Well,
Demolition
if Chico
Man for the
sent
win.
him, I will trust him. That works for me. And it looks like we could use someone of his caliber to help us. Giants
Okay.
will not be easy.
Well, he mentioned rendering people asunder. I'm kind of curious on what kind of people he was rendering. But I guess there in time.
I think we need to make sure we get going. We need to not let this go cold.
Let's see if we can get Emery to follow through on getting us those rooms. Let's take a nap and get the hell out of this place. See what else we can find.
Could you, just entertain Emery for a while? I'd like to talk to Maloric about him. And see if his story also confirms.
Well, I might have to drink some more of his goofy ass liquor, but I guess it's worth it.
Yeah,
I'll join you.
don't
Ister.
let the sweetness upset your stomach.
You'll find me.
That
You'll find me
lemonade
wiping
poured
that
is diluting
same
his
spot on the bar.
drinks.
So, Emery, you keep wiping that spot on the bar. Are you curious? Are you nervous?
I've got terrible OCD, and I have to wipe this 150 times before I can stop.
And you can look down,
All
you
right.
can see the bar is actually in that spot. It's actually physically worn in that spot.
You've been spending a lot of time, Spot. Are you sure you don't know anybody named Kella?
I have never heard that name until you mentioned it. I'm surprised as you are that you found other people in the town. We left, and Maloric guided us to the caves, and where you encountered that.
Well, I don't know. You told me that story, but you seem like a pretty smart guy, and rubbing one spot makes you a rather observant person who can look around the room and just seem inconspicuous. So why'd you think about that and pour me another one of your creations?
Oh yeah, coming up. So I spin around, and I'm gonna take a new mug, and I'm gonna blow the dust out of it.
This is
And then,
your time, Ruby.
And I'm pouring that thing, but this time I'm gonna squeeze a lemon in it, which is the secret ingredient. A whole lemon. A whole lemon.
This man has never made a mixed drink.
And I'm gonna turn back around. And I'm gonna pour one for myself too, and I'm gonna do the same thing.
And as you guys begin to take a sip and slowly pucker up at the corners of your mouth, Hister looking like he's just sucked off a Sour Patch Kid. It'll transfer, the camera will move over to Ruby and Maloric at the other end of the bar.
Maloric, may I have a word with you over here? I have a few questions.
Oh, Ruby, I got nothing but time.
I'm sorry. I'm not very good with these things, and I'm sorry you've lost a lot.
Ruby, if it wasn't for your help, I wouldn't be standing back behind my inn right now. Go ahead.
Oh,
You got the floor.
Thank you. I want to make sure that we finish this mission. The ones that did this to your town, who have taken our Valis and taken your stone, is not over for me. And so I hope tomorrow we are going to leave very early and we'll continue with this. But I think we are going to take Emery over there, but I'm not sure about him. Do you have any insight as to who he is, or how much you know about him?
Ruby, I don't know exactly how much you know about the border business.
The border business?
The border. The border. The border. Border.
The border.
Border. Border. The border. Yeah, you're getting it now. A little bit longer on the order. You're rolling border. There you go. Yeah, you're
It's
starting
like
to get it.
gargling at this point.
You're starting to get it. Anytime you can find good help, especially ones that are a little OCD, they got a little tick to them. He looks over and look at him there. I can't get anyone to clean let alone serve a drink and talk to a customer in years. He's a good man. A bit strange. No doubt.
What do you mean, strange?
Well, he shakes his belly a lot. Seems to be rather proud of it. He's not exactly the... He leans in and goes, he's kind of got a flatulence problem. I've never talked to him about it. But he does. He shites in other people's presence. It's like he thinks he's not even there. I don't know. It's like he's been living his whole life like he thinks he's invisible. He just lets him fly. And it's more than I've seen, and I've been in the bar business for quite some time. A smell that comes from that boy's anus.
Okay, you made. I got it.
No, I don't think you understand, Ruby. You're about to spend a significant time with that man
so
over
don't
there.
stand downwind. Is that the takeaway?
There's no safe place for you, Ruby. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's a smell you'll never forget.
This is terrible.
I've never smelled it before. I'm not come from Nightstone. I've smelled some things before. But the things that come out of that boy's anus ain't right, Ruby. If there's anything I'd investigate, I'd get him some herbs. Anything, calm that down just a little bit.
This is very concerning for all the wrong reasons. I am so grossed out right now. And Ruby kind of just looks over at Emery and then turns to the
I'm chugging that
bar
lemon beer
and just throws up a little bit, like kind of hacks up.
All this time you hear the faint music from the bathroom. just stroll on out.
Guys, I don't know what's going on in there, but there's 3 seashells and a weird looking contraption. I just went on the floor because we just go outside in the Fae. This is weird.
And I need everyone to roll right now. I need everyone to roll just a straight D20.
19.
Who's over 10? Raise your hand if you're over 10. Shit, I can't. I looked at fucking Ruby. So
I'm waiting for you to raise my hand.
God damn it! Did you?
Is your hand up?
Did you roll over 20?
I don't know. I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4? Oh no! Everyone but Ruby turns and looks at Barneson and immediately goes, "You don't know how to use the 3 hermit crab shells?"
I don't understand what the 3 hermit shells are.
And
what do you do with them?
Mallory tilts his head. I don't know where you're from, Tabaxi. You don't know how to use the hermit crab shells? Oh. He gives you a pat on the shoulder. Oh, we got much to learn here. Much to learn.
I don't know either, cat lady. Ruby. But it's weird. This place is strange.
Well, you're a little strange too, but it's okay. Come have a drink, and they're going to explain this weird hermit crab thingy.
and Barneson makes his way up and over to the table. Mallory is going to continue to engage Ruby just for a second. Ruby.
Yes?
Since I have your attention for a moment, I do have a bit of a request.
Of course. What can I do?
I had a friend named Samil. Samil Southwell. A real salt of the earth character. He was killed in the attack. Before we were able to make our way to the dripping caves. He's got no family in Nightstone. But he's got a brother he spoke of often. His name is Morecambe. He lives in Icewind Dale.
Can you spell that for me?
Icewind Dale.
Are you adding R's in there? I'm so confused. Arslan Dale?
It's not Arslan, though you couldn't call it that. It's kind of a shithole.
Oh.
But
Arslan Dale.
Icewind Dale, yes.
His
If
brother
you could,
too.
Morecambe, if you could deliver, Morecambe Southwell, if you could deliver the news that Samil has passed, I'd be ever in your service, dude. He was a great friend. He helped me put up the poles in this barn. It's not much more than a barn, but he helped me lay the roots. Somebody I looked up to. It's the least I can do.
Samil? Oh, Samil helped
Samil.
with all of this.
Samil, Morecambe is his brother.
So he's been here in the time.
Longer than I have.
Did his brother ever visit?
His brother never visit. I don't know Morecambe.
Okay.
I haven't spent a lot of time in Icewind Dale either. He laughs a little bit.
I will visit Arsland and I will tell him.
If you could relay that message. Obviously, there's not much that I have here to offer. But Nightstone would forever be in your gratitude. You can stay here when you like. You can eat here when you like. My house is your house.
We appreciate it. This means a lot, I know. That you offer this. I will, in the morning, you will point it in the direction of Arslan. Arsland.
Icewind Dale.
Icewind Dale. Right. I'm sorry. And we will go and do this for you.
Thank you, Robbie. And he hands you a small lockbox. It's tiny, nothing more than a few inches, about 4 inches wide, rectangular shape. Nothing too fancy, it just seems to be polished mahogany. And he hands you that. If you could give that to Morecambe, I'd appreciate it.
Oh, okay. Yes, of course. I'll take care of this. Is this something precious that Samuel had?
Yes, it's important. It's important that Morecambe gets that.
Is it important that the box stays closed? This isn't something weird, is it? Is this a ritual that you do? Is to give a box?
It's not a box, and I can tell that you're a little bit curious there.
Well, it's new to me. We do not give boxes for two dead ones' family.
Consider this a long-standing dwarven custom, Tabaxi.
Oh.
And he not a stern look, it's just, it's important.
I accept. I will do this for you. Only Morecambe will receive this.
She said, "Thank you." And he turns back around. He's about to get another beverage. This is the alcohol clearly starts to take hold of him, and a little tear begins to run down his face. I'm sorry. As an innkeeper, I don't know the shape of the rooms upstairs, and I can't guarantee that there's clean sheets or anything left of my report, but anything upstairs is free game. And he's kind of visibly shaken, and he goes, well, I appreciate you. And he takes his head up from staring at the bar and makes eye contact with you, Ruby, and shakes his head. He goes, there are fresh sheets upstairs in a closet in the hallway. Surely you'll want them. And he just kind of nods his head.
Well, thank you. Do you need help getting to your own room? You seem a little off.
I'm not making it to my room tonight. We got too much to tend to.
All right. Well, we'll get this going. We'll need to sleep so that way we can get going early. Barnson.
Oh,
Yes?
hi. Oh, hi.
Hello. Are you you can help me, okay?
I am here to help. That's why I came.
Are you tired? I think we should go ahead and get everyone so that way we can leave early. I hope you are a morning person.
Oh, I love sleep. Sleep is fun.
You all
But I
right?
also like to get up and do stuff. So if we go to sleep now, that means we can wake up and do stuff real early. So I'm okay with that.
You are very sweet. Go get the others and tell them that they should sleep soon because you're waking up early.
Well, I mean, they're just right over there. I could yell at them probably. They'll hear me.
Oh yes, please
Oh,
do that. I would love to
guys.
see that.
Oh, hey guys. Ruby says it's time for bed. So we can get up and do stuff.
I'm
so-
not his mother. Don't say it like that.
No. But
Well, I think I've had enough of this grog and this whatever this lemon stuff is. I'm ready to turn in.
I'm gonna put a hand on his shoulder across the bar before he goes, and I'm gonna look at him and
You gonna wink at me again, big boy?
no, I'm gonna kind of smile at you and chuckle, and then I'm gonna say, don't leave without me in the morning. And then my face is actually gonna slightly shift. I'm almost gonna lose my appearance a little bit darker eyes, and my voice is gonna change, and I'm gonna say, we're gonna make that Goblin King pay. And then
What
and then
the fuck?
the face shifts right back.
You know, Emery, I think I might be starting to come around to you a little. Let's go
I'm
to
gonna
bed.
go back to smiling and wiping my spot.
This guy is so weird, though.
All right.
I agree,
right.
Ruby. That was really strange. But I can kind of do the same thing. Watch this. And I cast Disguise Self on my face and look like Chiquios for a second.
Oh, Jesus.
And like,
And she just kind of tears up,
Did you
like
just use a spell?
cat
I did.
eyes, just really big open eyes, and just starts to kind of like tear up a little bit.
I can't change my voice very well, but I can look like people. And then I drop the spell and
it's like that moment in what's it, Beer Fest, when they kill Farva and they bring him back
Yes.
as his brother. That's the moment that you feel.
Boot.
Landfill, yeah. Well,
Landfill.
if it'll make you guys feel any better, you call me Landfill. Please retcon that. Please retcon that, Parnson. Tell him.
Landfill.
No, tell him you can call me Chiquios if it'll make you feel any better.
Your grandmother was a whore.
Horrible. Is anybody else doing anything? Well, actually, you don't know because Ruby hasn't said anything to you. So go ahead.
Yeah, so Hawk would, when Ruby's done talking to Mallory, I'd like to walk over to Ruby and just kind of look at her and say, "Hey, I know that that Barnes guy keeps winking at you, but I know we had a little wink between us at one point. Do you want to tell me what was going on there between? What did Mallory tell you? What happened?"
Just, he's reassuring about Emery over there, even though he's still... I don't have a good instinct on him, but he says he's fine. He just stinks really bad. Like, really bad.
You know, it was weird when we walked in. I heard a distinct noise, and it kind of smelled a little bit, so I kind of figured it was coming from behind the bar there. So that makes sense to me.
You know, Nightcock, I trust you. I don't want us to just let anyone into our group. I want to make
agree.
sure that they care about our mission, that they care about our team. Just just keep an eye on them, okay?
Okay, we'll do. Was there anything else that you and Mallory talked about that you would like to share?
Oh yes, I forgot. I have a box now. Yes.
Box. Can you explain?
Yes. Oh, I can. Yes. And then she just kind of looks around. She's a little tired, a little out of it.
Focus, Ruby. Focus.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Focus.
I'm sorry. The box. Right. Samil stayed here in this town and helped Malaric. So he's dead now. And we have to take this box to his brother.
Who is Samil? Just curious.
He helped Malaric kind of build this town. He was here when the attacks happened, but he did not make it to the caves. He had a lot of impact in this town, but he did not have family here. So we are passing along the message. It seems it is a message we've had to experience a lot lately. But we made the promise, and we will begin our step there. And then we will continue on to find the ice giants.
Okay. Well, thanks for sharing, Ruby.
You do. And so she was starting to walk away, but she kind of stops and looks back. Nightcock, you did a very good job killing those giants. You looked very good out on the field. And then she turns and walks up to go find the sheets.
All right.
Yeah.
Ruby heads to go grab the sheets. Anybody else doing anything?
What was that drink, strange man from here, this is your town. What was that drink, good sir?
We call it a lemon drop. It's just your spirits and lemon. It's a pretty standard drink, but I put my own twist on it. I put 3 drops of nightshade in every serving. So it's a great nightcap.
I agree. I am tired. Maybe one more, and I will sleep very well.
And I'm gonna point at him and wink and do. There we go again. I'm juggling bottles and I'm gonna throw in a flaming chainsaw while I'm doing it and you know, and I'm pouring it with no regard to liquor law. I'm just gonna let the stream go up and down and or shake that shit up really, and then just pour it over the glasses. I'm gonna slide it down to him.
Are you saying I'm drinking alone tonight? You not having one?
Good call. And I only poured one, but it's like the shaker's like full of this stuff. It's like a pint glass of it. So I'm just gonna.
Okay, before you can take a sip, I need you to tell me what your strength is.
It's a -1.
It's -1. Before you before you're able to take a sip of your own shaker, Malaric snatches it from your hands. And as it runs down his face into his beard,
boss.
He goes, "I'll talk to you in the morning." And he stammers off as he slams the shaker down on the edge of the bar and begins to step 3 to the left, 2 to the right, 1 to the forward. Luckily, he's a dwarf with a low center of gravity. And he's able to make his way up. It's probably their most useful trait.
And
I guess I'm drinking with that guy since he took your drink.
I'll just
Thank
grab the
you.
bottle and hold it up and we'll cheers with the bottle.
It's been I feel like I know you guys already from all of Chikios' stories, but not really you, because he didn't tell me anything, but this drink helps.
Just don't have a bottle. I don't have a bottle. It looks like I have to clean up since Mallory went to bed. Hope I'm getting overtime. I'll just go back to wiping that one spot.
Go to wiping that one spot down. All right. Anybody else doing anything inside the tavern before they head off to slumber to finally rest?
I'll kind of go talk to Hister for a minute. Are you still sitting at the bar?
I've slowly been making my way towards the stairs, so I'm about halfway between the bar and the stairs at this point.
I'll just kind of catch up and walk up with him. In a non-weird way.
You gonna follow and tuck me in there, Barnes?
Oh no, Hister. You were going to bed, and I just had a drink with my one friend, and I just wanted to make sure that we could be friends too. Chikios, he told me a lot about you. I feel like we could be friends. And I know the death of your friend is still fresh on your mind, since it here just happened, I think. But,
Hey, Barnes, put your nose to the wind. You smell that? Smell that fire outside? That's my friend's body burning right now. We can talk about this in the morning. I'm going to bed.
Okay, I understand.
And just keep walking up the stairs. Find whatever room doesn't have anybody in it and just lay down on the floor and pass out.
Wow. And Hister makes his way. Anybody else?
Nighthawk would also looks at Ruby and gives her that wink and says, "All right, I'm gonna head upstairs and go to sleep." So he waves and walks up the stairs and opens the door and sees Hister passed out and goes, "Nah, I'm good." And so he closes the door and walks to the next room and opens it, and he doesn't see anybody inside, but he smells that familiar smell that he smelled at the bar earlier. He's like, this must be Emery's room. I'm not sleeping in here." Shuts the door and keeps walking in, and eventually gets to the third room and opens the door and doesn't see anybody in there. Says, "This room's perfect for me." So third time's the charm, and so Nighthawk closes the door and passes out.
This felt a lot like Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Yeah, that's what I was going
Mhm.
All right. As everybody tucks themselves to bed and begins to take a slumber, we will go ahead and take our first break for the evening and go take a little bathroom break and do a refill, and we will come back.
Is this considered a long rest?
This is going to be this is going to be a long rest.
Okay, so we can go ahead and click that then? All right.
Yes, go ahead and click the long rest on all your sheets. And everybody go ahead and take a little quick bathroom break.
We have spells.
I'm actually going to go to my BRB screen right now for the first time.
Ooh, I gotta see this.
Ooh,
We gotta watch it.
We'll be right back.
Oh, God. Yes.
Schmixy.
It's the same thing. I feel ripped off.
Oh, get out of here! By the way, everybody's mic is still hot.
Testing. Poop.
You would say that. You would. Ugh.
Oh. Book, thanks for the sparks, man. Yeah, I was 6 to the resub earlier too, dude.
Oh, hi guys, we're back.
This was the best cameo ever. Or guest spot or permanent character. I don't know. This is great.
It was a 2 hour ago talk at the bar. Hey, what are you doing tonight?
This is perfect.
Yep. Literally, him and his old man were just sitting up at the bar while I was getting ready, and I was like, you know what? Got anything going on? Hey,
George, George, I was wondering, you want to play D&D tonight, George? Because that sounds like a good time.
Oh, George, I pet the rabbit too hard.
You can never pet the rabbit too hard.
And I'm sorry, I didn't actually get his name right, unfortunately, but it's now officially Barnes in Noble instead of Barnes in. So, I mean, you did a good job. You did a good job, but obviously we had to type some shit on the fly. So, hey, shit's canon now.
Yep, I'll update the character sheet. It was Barnesin space Oble.
Oble. Oh, yeah.
OBLE. It's
Barnes in Noble now. Yeah, shit.
Now it's Barnes in Noble.
Be Oble. Bobble.
Yeah, and
I'm impressed your character knows how to spell his own name.
Harsh.
Well, I was driving home. I was like, man, I got to think of a character. I got a name, and I passed them all and looked over, and there was Barnes and Noble. I was like, got it.
Yes.
Tyson, the way your brain works makes me so happy.
I'm surprised it still works after as much as I drink.
Truth.
No, this isn't a rerun. This is live tonight.
Add another box
We're real.
in here,
We're
middle
real
of the
people.
stream
And-
to accommodate all your guest stars.
And even if it wasn't, still pretty damn good content, right? Hey.
Hey.
All right.
Now this is really gonna fuck up people when they watch the VOD. If they're like, "Is this a rerun?" They're like, "No, it's live." It just happens to be right.
So true. Everybody takes off to their respective rooms to try to catch a little bit of rest. You guys have all received your long rest. If anybody is looking to do anything in the middle of the night, if you guys wake up and take a piss, you should let me know now.
I'm gonna stagger downstairs. Old dragon doesn't sleep too well these days.
Ruby's
And
ears kind of pick up the sound, and so she kind of sneaks out just to see who it is because she didn't know.
can I see you?
Roll stealth.
looking-
Nope, you got to roll stealth on that, and
Okay.
it'll be against your passive perception. So let me know what your passive perception is, Radio.
Passive perception. Oh, it's
On the left.
passive wisdom into
Mine's-
investigation insight. I don't have a passive perception.
Passive wisdom.
Below
wisdom?
that.
Yeah, it should be in room.
It's 10. So
Oh, I got a 22.
Yeah.
all right.
I'm
So
super sneaky.
I'm just gonna continue to try and quietly stumble as all the lemon drops are still making my head a little foggy and walking downstairs.
I'm like retracting my claws. Like I just don't know who it is at this point. And I see then when I see it's his store, I just kind of watch him for a while. Just curious, kind of like how you just watching like her mentor, like what he's doing and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stumble downstairs and look at and see if there's anybody in the bar first.
And you look at the bar, and there's a lot of people there, but they're in various modes of sleep or alcohol-induced sleep. And no one's currently awake inside the tavern proper.
I want to look. I want to snoop around and I want to see what's. Yeah, the bodies that are lying around there. There's dead bodies from what? I'm trying to think of dead bodies from what fire. The goblin bodies.
Dead bodies have been cleared at this point.
Okay.
The dead bodies have actually been cleared.
I just want to snoop around behind where Emery was standing, down at the bar, over where his clear spot is. Kind of walk around behind and see if there's anything below that clear spot, like he's trying to block something while he's standing there cleaning. Just kind of snooping around.
Yeah. Look down there. Roll an investigation check.
It is a 18.
You look down there and doesn't appear to be anything else other than him rubbing a spot in a bar. There's nothing in there but tools. You look and you see that there's a shaker and there's some glassware.
Look around the wall, around people. I'm gonna sit at one of the tables just by myself.
It's quite the scene. You're there, silent. You can hear the sounds of people sleeping, snores. You sit there at the table by yourself, just listening to the sounds of the night. You can hear the crickets outside. If you close your eyes, you can almost hear the spring peepers.
What in the hell is a spring peeper?
It's a frog.
Oh, okay. Why don't you say fucking frogs?
Hey,
He's from California.
Hey, California boy.
California is California.
Let me teach you a little thing about freshwater, boy.
Okay, I'm learning.
Fucking golden hair and tanned body.
I want everybody.
luscious locks.
I want everyone to take their headset off, except for Hister.
Everyone?
Except for Hister.
Do I? Because I'm listening and watching him.
Unfortunately, no. You have to take yours off as well.
Okay. Okay.
Hister, how much have you had to drink tonight?
1 beer and 3 shots.
Have you currently drank anything else, or thinking about drinking anything else since you woke up?
I was thinking about drinking something.
There's a bottle on the table.
Oh, good.
You don't know what it is. It's got a cork in it. You take a pull.
Yes. Get up to the bar and grab the bottle.
I say, not on the bar. You're sitting at a table, solitary.
Oh, the table has a bottle on it.
Table's got a bottle on it. Yeah.
Perfect. Then I'm just gonna, while I'm looking around, gonna reach out and pop the top on the bottle and look at it and just take a pull right out of the top of the bottle.
All right. Take 1. Take 2. Still sitting in your own head, just stewing, as you've done many a nights. I want you to roll a history check.
Nat 20. Plus 1, 21.
Nat 20. You know what to do, chat. I want you to recall the most vivid memory of battle that you can remember. Good or bad, it's your call.
Well, given the current situation, since I'm thinking about my friend I just lost, I flash back into my head a battle that was fought long ago, long before I started walking on the road. Battle with 3 of my brothers. Just insurmountable odds against us. Wood elves, orcs, giants, fighting side by side with them. Down to the last handful of arrows, a few broken swords, and no hope. And my brothers decide to push one last time against the odds, but tell me to run. And after fighting them, they didn't leave me an option, giving me a wound that I wouldn't recover from if I didn't find some sort of healing person to help me. That couldn't be myself. Shove me in the direction of a clearing while they take on the horde one last time. And as I run away, holding the wound that's bleeding from my hand, looking back to watch them all fall.
And you have that fleeting moment you kind of come back to.
Grab the bottle and take another pull. By Bahamut's name, I will continue in your honor for everyone, for you and for Valis. And you know what? Maybe Emery was right. Maybe I was wrong to let the Goblin King go. Maybe in that moment of thinking I was going to lose him, I panicked. I don't want a personal vendetta. I don't want a mission of vengeance to put my friends in danger, but God, someone like that.
All right. So what do I observe? I'm just watching his store.
You watched him sit there and take pulls from the bottle, and you heard the last statement. He said that.
I didn't
He
know
said
what the last statement was.
no. He thanked his god Bahamut and said that maybe Emery was right. That he shouldn't let the Goblin King go. He's currently sitting at the table as you peer down the steps stealthily. As only a tabaxi would do.
I go ahead and I step out just a little bit, just at the top of the staircase, and I speak out to him. I say, you shouldn't regret what happened. It'll be okay.
Ruby, what are you doing awake? Sorry. Is everything all right?
Yes, everything's fine.
And as you
Why
guys,
are you awake?
as you guys begin to shout back and forth, ugh, hey, there's a dude on the ground. Shut the fuck up! Shit!
I'm sorry.
And it's like, and just the horrible sounds of what it is when people sleep in a mass room. One dude goes, oh god damn it! It gets, I gotta go take a piss. And you can see a hefty older gentleman with a horseshoe of fucking hair and just robes. God damn it! So he makes his way to the pisser. You've effectively started to wake up the house.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please don't get mad. She tries to tiptoe over to Heath's door.
I was about to put the cork on the top of the bottle, but I look over at the empty seat next to me and slide it over. Care for a drink?
Sure. I'll take a drink from you.
Let me ask you a question, Ruby.
Mm.
You told me not to regret, so obviously you heard what I was talking.
Well, I only heard you say about the Goblin King. That's it.
Well, something interesting came about as we were all getting ready to wrap it up. Little friend Emery kind of said that he wanted to go get revenge on the Goblin King. And I'm wondering if it isn't worth a second trip into those caves. If we don't find him, hunt him down, and make him pay. Someone like that is only going to cause more damage. Only going to cause more harm. It's only going to be more towns like Nightstone. But, from here, where do we go? What is there left to do? They'll rebuild. We'll move on.
Well, you're not wrong. I suppose we could go back to the caves and see if we can track him and get a sense, but he might be hard to find at this point.
And is it worth losing you? Is it worth losing Nightcock? Hell, even if we take that little dad-bod bastard Emery along with us, is it worth losing him?
I would sacrifice him, but I get what you are saying. I do think
there might be more fight in that boy than you realize.
the fight is probably there, but whether I care, it's blech.
And then there's our new friend. Little on the dumpy side, but he might be worth taking along with us.
Well, yes, Chikios thinks he might be helpful, and I trust Chikios. Chikios won't send someone who would hold us back.
No, but why would Chikios send him? And
I don't even know
now?
why Chikios left. I'm not happy about that.
But if time is so irrelevant to them, why didn't he sort his shit out and come back himself?
You think I know? I didn't even know that time was irrelevant there.
Take another pull from that bottle, and the time becomes less and less relevant.
$200 level IQ right there. That's some astrophysics stuff.
That's some real shit right there.
It's just the soldier has to weigh out
fucking time travel.
Whether it's enough to sacrifice to end someone who causes so much damage. What did you talk to Malak about anyway? Enough of my rambling.
Well, I have something else we need to do. Besides, if you want to do the Goblin King, that's one thing, but I promised Malaric that I would pass along a message in another town.
Message? What kind of message?
Well, there's a lot of dead people here, but one of them in particular meant something to him.
Like, romance?
I didn't think of that. I don't know. Maybe. Sure, let's go for it. But it meant, I guess they did help build. His name is Samir.
Then where are we gonna find this person that we need to take Samir's message to? It
is in a town called Icewind Dale. But Malaric puts like a couple of R's in it. Icewind Dale.
And it's something I didn't tell you. It's Bryn Shander is the town that is in Icewind Dale.
Oh, that was this.
That's the town. Yeah, I forgot to tell you the actual town name. Icewind Dale's the region. Bryn Shander.
Well,
and they have this box now that I have to give to his brother to tell him that he died.
What's in the box?
I didn't. I want to open it. Promise Malaric I wouldn't open it. It is apparently a big thing that the box stays closed. But once we give it to his brother, then we can ask.
Well, a promise is a promise, and if I have anything, it's my it's keeping my word and your word. So
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to promise us to do one more thing, but when he looked so sad and his friends and that he couldn't leave to go take the box, I thought, okay, I will say yes. So we're going to go to this new place.
Works for me. If it's meant to be, we'll find the Goblin King on our travels. There's no need to chase him down.
Perhaps he's working with the ice giants, and when we find the ice giants, we also find the Goblin King.
Well, as long as this town is east, we can head
I
there.
didn't ask that. I didn't know. I will ask in the morning. It's fine. It'll be fine. Not everyone's awake yet. We'll have to figure out how to wake him up too for that, but it'll be okay.
What time is it?
Is this curious? At this point, even though you guys have all selected a long rest, you guys are at the halfway point.
Okay.
It's you guys. This is like that 4 hour. This is that mid wake up piss moment.
Well, if we're gonna take off to this Icewind Dale or however the hell Malaric said it, then probably turn in for the rest of this night. Get some sleep.
I suppose you're right. She kind of looks out the window just to kind of get like a look at the town in the evening.
Don't. Careful. If you go out there alone, you never know what's going to be out there.
Aren't you a little curious where the rats came from?
Goblin King that runs around with a pack of rats? Doesn't surprise me in the slightest. But I still think there's somebody in this town, somebody new, could even be Emery at this point. I haven't made up my mind. That knew what was going on here.
Well, Malaric trusts Emery. Apparently he's a good guy or something like that.
I still don't believe he has no idea who Kella was.
I don't either. Also, if you smell something bad, it's him every time.
And I thought it was just cask number 2 that I smelled behind the bar.
No, he smells as bad as he looks.
Well, good thing for him. He can become whatever he wants to look like. So I won't judge him on that.
All right. You guys tuck back in.
Mm-hmm.
And after a last midnight cap, You guys descend back upstairs amongst the snoring bodies. Mister, roll me a stealth check.
Nat 1.
Oh.
As you kind of get up from your seat, kind of lose your balance a little bit, and your left foot goes a little bit farther than what you'd like, and you slam down your giant dragon fucking born butt onto the fucking genital region of Jerry. As he begins to wake up and goes, you fucking wanker! And he sees you stumble away as you just snicker a little bit. My fucking cotton balls!
Ruby just bursts out laughing and then yells really loudly to the group, "His store's getting fresh with Jerry," and then she runs up to her room.
Jerry actually takes it out on Chaz and hits him in the chest. Hey man, fucking cock and balls! I think my dick is starting to get as small as yours, Chaz. And that's what you guys hear as you begin to make your way back upstairs. Future GMs and DMs, that's what you can do when you ask for a check. You never know what's going to happen.
The return of Jerry.
Jerry.
Poor Jerry.
You guys finish the rest of your long rest and begin to rise to the sound of roosters and the smell of the slightly burning flesh in town. As you guys all begin to rise. You guys begin and go through your morning rituals that you guys have in your own respective rooms. Rested and refreshed, surprisingly, from an inn that's barely operational. And you spill your way out into the tavern proper, and it's a completely different sight than you've seen before. You can actually smell coffee. You can smell bacon. You smell breakfast. You smell syrup. You hear hammers. And more importantly, when you glance out as the rest of you all pull up into the front door, you sense optimism as you can see the rest of the town beginning to rebuild. And a hungover, yet still functional, Maloric is back behind the bar with a nice feast prepared for everyone sitting up at your respective bar stools. Good morning!
Good morning.
Got a little something prepared for you. I need a little hair of the dog too. And you can actually see that he's procured some fresh fruit and has arranged a nice set of orange juice in front of you, and then quickly turned those into mimosas. As you guys have a delicious brunch laid forth. Full bangers and mash, roasted mushrooms, tomatoes, baked beans, bacon, eggs, prepared in multiple styles between scrambled, sunny side up and easy over, even a few Swedish pancakes over to the side.
Oh, good morning, guys. This looks wonderful. Normally, I just eat wild mushrooms, but this is probably much safer. I've had some crazy mornings before, so I didn't know what I was eating. But it's always fun. But this is probably better. Do you have any tomato juice? I kind of like... Chiquios always made them for me. It was tomato juice, though. And stuff.
Oh, yeah, Bloody Mary, I got that one for you. And he whips you up one, and he peppers the fuck out of it. because like any bartender in the middle of what he's doing, when he gets asked for a Bloody Mary, he's like, I'm gonna make this fucking thing insufferable. And he peppers the fuck out of it, and he reaches underneath and pulls out a small vial and pours that red vial inside. And it's hot enough to where it bubbles. Not because of its temperature hot. And slides it over to you, Barneson.
I thermotarge you the shit out of that. Light it on fire again.
You always.
Bloody
I
Marys.
don't think you're supposed to do that with those.
Malric looks at you and goes, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, shit.
Gosh.
We have fire resistance.
I have no idea what any of my fucking stats are. Constitution save.
You had 2 hours to prepare this character, dude.
Yeah,
How do
yeah.
you not know?
19.
19. Yeah, you throw it back like a champ. With the confidence that you've wrote that perfect indie song to your girlfriend, you slam that fucking beverage.
You guys
And,
gotta have fire with your drinks. It just starts the morning off right.
I'm
And
sorry,
actually,
who taught
Emery's
you
gonna be in the
that?
corner, and I'm gonna write that down on a notepad, like a recipe notepad I got.
It's
And,
it's just common where I'm from. Everybody does it. It's just a normal thing.
Then I would like one too, on fire.
I like you. I like you.
Well,
Mallard,
thank you. I'm a very likable cat.
consciously, he doesn't say it, but Malric's terrified that Barneson might leave a poor review on Yelp about his brunch or his coffee. just a mild fleeting glimpse in his head
Vince, did I tell you I'm a Yelp reviewer?
that he might
You
be
sound
able.
like a Yelp. I do you on Yelp.
Can
You definitely
can I
got the
get a
hat
free
for it.
drink?
You got the hat for it.
And it seems like he'll do anything to make sure that he has a good time at the
I need
Nightstone
to go
Inn.
complete this ensemble, throw my scarf on, and call it good.
In D&D, he doesn't want you to post on any of the other billboards that the Nightstone Inn may be a bad place to go in the realm. I hate it. I hate that Yelp just fucking crept in my campaign.
It's everywhere.
Domestic terrorists.
You think we can get Yelp sponsor the stream? Get that Yelp money.
And whenever she gets her drink, I just
The day that I get money from Yelp is the day that I win.
That'll be that
That's the
lawsuit
standard.
you went on.
You can put that on my fucking tombstone.
Let me write that down.
But it's okay because no one
Make sure
looks
it
at
gets
Yelp
there.
anymore because it's called Google.
That's true.
Suck on that, Yelp. Google reviews wants you to know that they have more impressions than you. And
Can
continue.
we get all these? Can we get all these moments clipped for one day when he takes that Yelp sponsorship and has to eat crow?
I'll do it for money. You gotta pay me.
It's
He's
like
done
people only
worse
do
for
things because they're
less.
going to get paid, and that's just sad.
It's true. Tyson knows I've done worse for less.
Oh my god.
Foosball and Yelp are the devil.
I'm just entirely sad that I keep looking at Ruby for reactions to not getting it.
That's why you should have put the GIF, man. There's
Just
a
happy
little bit of
about
action
everything.
there.
See? Even chat says they all use Google reviews, so suck it, Yelp.
Should have put the GIF.
Mhm. By the way, if you really wanted to know, you want some real close insight? Jerry's the name of the guy from Yelp that calls me. Suck on
No
that.
wonder he's a twat.
Suck on that for meta.
Ooh.
Dude can't hang on to his weapons for shit.
And continue before I digress this into a cesspool. You guys are currently well fed at the breakfast bar.
Okay, it is time to go. Malric, are there any perhaps horses that we might borrow so that we can go to Icewind Dale? Don't know how far it is or what
Well-
direction we need to go.
Right outside the door, there should be a full stable.
Oh, perfect. Is it all right that we take any horses we need?
He sits there and struggles. I think you're gonna have to double up. We're gonna need some for the building process.
I understand.
You can take what half of what they have. That is much we owe you.
We'll make sure that we deliver the box, and we will come back and visit sometime. Yeah?
Thank you. I appreciate the favor you're doing me.
Icewind Dale, I thought, Hister, I thought we'd agree we were gonna go get that fucking Goblin King who killed your friend and killed our friends. What do you mean, Icewind Dale?
Emery, sometimes you don't have to go on with guns blazing to get what you want. But if you want to come and see if we want to cross that son of a bitch in our travels, you can leave this bar and rub in that spot. Come with us.
I'll go with you guys, but let it be known that I'm dissenting to the fact that we're not going after that Goblin King. But
why are you so intent on the Goblin King?
he killed your friend, and he killed my friends. Why the fuck are you not going after him?
Well, the giant killed Valus. Too.
Well, okay. Well, the giant definitely killed Valus. Everyone agrees. There's no speculation about anything else there. Obviously, the giant killed Valus. But
Sound a little guilty there, kiddo. What's why you got to be so adamant that it was the giant that killed him?
Yes, you're
I'm just saying it's a point we don't need to argue. I'm just saying that the Goblin King is directly responsible for all of this, and you guys don't want to go after him. But I will go with you on the condition that we don't let this son of a bitch get away with it. Doesn't have to be today, but eventually we gotta set this right.
I got a feeling with the shit we get into, we'll end up running across him sometime again soon.
You're very defensive, and I don't understand your rage and revenge.
I'm only defensive because you keep attacking me. You haven't been nice to me since the moment we met.
Ruby just sticks her tongue out at him and then leaves.
Yeah, it's
Guys,
fine. Walk away.
Guys,
Fucking cats.
before we head out, I did tell Chikios I would look after you and keep you safe. So before we go anywhere, let me help you and prepare for whatever endeavors we encounter today. And I would just like you all to have this gift. Finioso. And then I cast 8 on everybody, which increases your current and max hit points by 5 for 8 hours.
Let's fucking go! Let's
Fucking
go!
right, it does.
And well, actually,
Thank
I'm
you, Barnes
sorry.
and Noble.
I apologize, everybody, but Mudcat. I can only do it to 3 people.
You're not gonna cast it at a fucking higher level?
I don't know.
Yes, you can cast it at a high.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Wow.
Chikios did not tell you
Wow.
about him. He's not part of that.
Our original crew.
First, I don't get to fucking play fucking Anthem, and now I don't fucking get 5 HP. This is fucking collusion. And I'm fucking tired of it. God damn it!
You don't get
You
it.
just got fucking cut, bro.
I got fucking Anthemed. That's what I got.
You got anthem. Oh, shit.
I was only told to protect Hister, Nightcock, and Ruby. That is my main focus.
Oh god, it's too good. It's too good for retcon. It is.
It's Emery, I'm gonna shake my head and I'm gonna jiggle my belly a bit. And
You don't.
It's fucking bullshit. But you know what? I'm just gonna walk away from the conversation, and I'm gonna go fill up a couple of skins with that number 2 cask.
I thought you were gonna say fill up the horses.
And you.
I'm gonna gas up the horses.
Go fill them up.
I'm gonna go gas up the top off the horses.
Get the horses
The
drunk.
I'm gonna fill up some skins with that number 2 cask.
Man, that
Enough for a long travel.
That whole new kid at the lunch table, it's like everybody else is a vampire in Twilight. They all glow with a little bit of glitter, except for you.
And I'm fucking a werewolf, dude.
Yeah.
That phrase can be taken different ways.
It's all right. It's all right, brother. Werewolves over here.
Werewolf on me, brother.
Yeah, what the? I keep saying Valis. What is your damn name, Mudcat? Your new
Emery.
Emery. I got it.
Dad
Yeah, the overlay still says Valis.
Like the Emery board.
Oh shit! I didn't update your fucking. Oh my god! I just now fucking realized. Holy shit!
Yet
dude.
again, do we pretend Emery is not a real character?
Yeah. We don't want to believe that Valis is really gone.
I
So we'll just keep
just
his name
now
there.
fucking realized I didn't update his name. Oh my god, that's
If
horrible.
I didn't think you guys would kill me, I would just change into the shape of Valis.
I
right
thought
now.
it was just a sign that maybe you weren't committed to allowing Emery stay in the game.
It's Emery, right?
Emmery.
Oh, two
Ooh,
M's.
2 M's.
2 M's.
Very progressive.
Oh
Hello,
my
Emery.
Thank you, D&D random name
That's like
generator.
Ashley with 12 extra letters in it.
Just
She
instead of
sounds hot.
Emery, Just put
So-
not Valis.
Not Valis.
That's right. Make that font real big. Everyone knows who I am. Roll the nat one in life. There you go. Let's get those fat ones in the chat.
Those fat ones. Those fat ones, not to be confused with the fap ones. All right.
That's very different. Very different.
All right.
So these the 5 hit points. They're not. They're not. What's
They're
the other hit
temporary.
points you get? They're not temp. These are
They're
max.
modified, right?
Your
Modified
max HP is +5 right now. These are not temp hit points, so you can get healed back for 8 hours.
At the bottom it says modify or max HP modifier
Okay, there we go.
and override max HP.
All right. What else are you guys doing? You guys have just completed breakfast.
All right.
Being
Let's go ahead and
well-fed.
get the horses ready, and we'll head out. Barnston, you know how to ride horses, yes?
Oh, I know how to ride, but most of the time when I talk to horses, they don't like me to ride them because I'm so big.
How are we gonna get you around then, big guy?
Wait a second. When you talk to them?
Oh yes, I can have small conversations with animals and plants. I can't understand them, but they can understand me, and enough to where I know that they don't like when I sit on them. But they still do it because most of the time that is what they are made for.
What do plants say?
They don't say much. They normally just wave in the wind, and I interpret that how I do, with either yes or no type of questions. But
What's this grass saying right now?
Well, I have not asked it to question or talk to it, so I don't know.
Well, ask it a question.
We don't have time for this. We need a good.
Yeah, you're right.
ice
You're right.
now.
We'll move on.
And
You're just.
We're gonna pick this up later, though. I'm not dropping this.
at this in particular moment, I look over. Maloric looks over, and he can sees that Nightcock is grinding his talons into the edge of the bar. Just listening, grinding his talons into the bar. Maloric slides down to the other end. Nightcock.
Malak.
I don't mean to bother you, but I'd appreciate if you didn't completely send them talons all the way through the bar. You got anything on your mind at the moment? You've been quiet this whole time.
Yeah. I just was kind of thinking about everything that happened here in Nightstone. and just all that's going on. And I was thinking about the Giants and what they did, and something just seemed off about just the way that things went down. It seemed like something just kind of fell out of place a little bit. And
what do you mean it fell out of place? What do you think?
I mean,
you certainly did work for them giants out there. Seems like you got a little bit of experience with giants before.
Yeah,
you don't mind me prodding just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's an order. There's an order to the giants. And,
order? Yeah. What do you mean, like an order? Like,
I mean, there's like a sort of like a hierarchy, and they all kind of keep to their certain certain terrains. You know, ground giants, ground.
The hill giants, yeah, the ones that were out there.
Yeah, so it just seemed really odd to me that that sky giants were here when it should have been the hill giants. It just seems kind of odd, and I just can't quite put my finger on why the change in order.
It seems like certainly something is awry. I've never seen a cloud giant in my life. I read about them. We know about the hill giants to the north. We've dealt with them before. But it seems like they've been increasingly getting more aggressive. I'm not sure either. He's kind of pat you on the shoulder. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for the defense of Nightstone.
I appreciate you and your hospitality here to me and my friends.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Kind of stows back into the center of the bar. All right. Because if you need anything else, just let me know. I'm forever in your gratitude. Kind of tips his head. Goes back to cleaning up the rest of the bar. What do you guys do?
I said, all right, it's time for us to double up on horses. Everybody pick a partner for your horse. Histor, I choose you.
Good choice. Let's go.
Nighthawk is gonna I just wanted to fly. I don't want to ride a horse, so we'll let the two new guys saddle up together. How about that?
Sounds like a plan. Keep them in one spot. I like the way you think, Nighthawk.
And I'll make sure to fly just above them so I can keep track on them. I know that things are kind of different now. We got a couple new people. We're not really sure if we can trust them, so I'll make sure I keep an eye on the two of them.
This is a very good idea.
Well,
all right. If we are all set, let's go ahead and get out, and we will head towards Icewind. By the way, how far will it take us to get to where that town was that you mentioned earlier that I forgot?
Oh, quite a ways.
Burger and Trump.
Quite a ways. And as you guys actually exit and go out to the stables, you realize that you've already taken the horses. And that what horses were left are being used in the reconstruction of Nightstone.
I guess we're walking then.
That's okay with me because I'm not sure I want to. I'm not sure I want to share a horse with this dude.
Would you catch up, Emery? We're not taking horses. The town needs the ones that are left.
That's what I'm saying. It's good because I didn't want to share a horse with this guy. I don't think
we
we'd both fit. Like, he's a large gentleman, and I've got some mass.
Well, you should just shapeshift into something smaller.
Shh! Not everyone here knows about that. So let's just cool that talk for a second.
If it's our group that we have, you should trust everyone in our group.
I let you guys know because I trust you guys. You guys give me a good vibe, but everyone here doesn't know that. So let's just keep that on the DL.
Are we done talking? Are we ready to start walking?
Yes.
Let's get out of this
go.
town.
General has spoken.
And I've got multiple slings with these skins of that number 2 ale across my back.
You know, and Emery with
And I'm gonna take a pull. I'm gonna take a pull from one.
By the way, I never realized until now when you just said it that like I called it the number 2. I never got the connection until you just said it right now. By the way, I had never been, I swear to God, I had not been like, it just happened to be the second cask. I just realized that it's when you said the number 2, it is the number 2.
I've got multiple skins, you know, half with limb and half without.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
I've got enough for a long journey. I've packed enough.
Gross.
So you guys begin to make your way outside the city gates, which are now staffed, and you can hear the familiar sounds of "Hey, good luck, you fucking wakers!" As you see Jerry up top, as he hits very very much a Jerry move, hits Chaz in the nuts. Oh, fucking take him, you pussy! And Chaz looks back. Bye.
Did you guys meet Jerry? I'm gonna look around everybody. Did you guys meet Jerry?
Oh yeah, we
know Jerry.
We got a long story about Jerry, and as I say that, I'm gonna look back and I'm just gonna give him a quick salute, and turn back, and keep on walking straight ahead.
I fucking hate that guy. He's just always talking about dancing.
Who's Jerry? I don't know Jerry.
You should have seen him dance. It was glorious.
He danced for you. All he does is fucking talk about it.
Well, let me put it this way, Emery. You see those two ogres that were dead in the mud pit just inside the mouth of that cave?
Yeah, I saw him on the way out.
The sex they were having that we interrupted was prettier than his dancing.
You know what? That doesn't surprise me. Jerry's as stiff as a fucking board.
And an asshole to boot.
Oh my god, dude. They only let him stay on to guard the lady because we'd never really have any trouble. It's kind of a joke. You know, he's old. He can't really do that much. You know, he doesn't really have a place, so they just let him. It's a kind of like an honorary, spot that they give him just to keep him busy.
Well, he held his sword in battle, but it was really Chaz who came through and saved us all.
Now, Chaz is a true hero. He's a great guy. Great guy. Love Chaz.
Well, they're fine either way, but you have to focus on the mission forward.
Yeah, I don't know any of these guys. I'm just here for you. So, don't die. I'm here to stop that from happening.
Oh, that's right. You don't know what's going on, do you?
Not really. I mean, I know a little, but I was just told to look after you guys. So I'm going to help as any way I can. You tell me to hit stuff, I'll hit stuff. You tell me if you're hurt, and I will heal you.
That's so nice of you. I'm glad Chikyo sent you.
Nightcock, you want to take to the air and scout a little bit for us on this walk?
Sure. Yeah, I can definitely do that. So, yeah, I would like to. So I guess as a group, we're all leaving Nightstone now. What direction are we moving? Do we have the map up? Because I'm looking. It's from the other game still for me.
No, it's still on the other game. What
okay.
What about the old map?
Well, I was just wondering, what direction are we heading, group?
Icewind Dale, you're going to be heading north.
Okay. All right. So, I would like to kind of fly up a little bit, just north of the group to kind of scout out, see what I could see. Just kind of survey the area. So, just to kind of see what would be there.
All right. So as you guys descend outside of town proper, first time as a new group, an entirely new feeling. You guys pass through the towers and exit through the rebuilding city of Nightstone and head north on a journey which you don't know how long it will take you to get there with no horses, just your own friendship. You begin to make your way forward into the wilderness. After a few hours, you come to the same spot that you've seen before. One that's all too familiar. One that still resonates within your very soul. As you slowly begin to make your way towards the entrance, that is the Dripping Caves, you see the bodies of the two hill giants. A few vultures on top just picking, pulling the flesh away from the bone. You see a sight that brings back a rush of memories, all too present. As you guys take a small pause and stand there, as the camera angle pans over the shoulders of the entire group, looking over into the cave, into the distance, the two fallen giants still laying before them, being picked. You guys just kind of stare at the cave for a minute. If anybody else would like to say anything in a moment, you may.
Are we sure we don't want to go get that son of a bitch that killed our friend?
I don't know where he went.
You know my thoughts on it, and so you know where I stand.
Now, remember this. It's not that he's inside the cave. He fled.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is more or less a
reminder
and a reflection. He fled the scene.
I'll take one of those skins and raise it up and just say to the dead, and then take a drink out of it, and I'll offer it around to the group.
I'll take the Nightcock will take the number 2 from Emery and take a swig, and I'll look over at Hister and say, kind of give him that nod and toss it up in the air over to Hister.
Grab it. Take a look at it. Look at the cave. Just hand it to.
Hand it to Ruby.
Passes on the drink.
Oh wow.
Oh, I like you, Emery. You always have good stuff to drink. What? Is this what we had last night, or this morning, or is this something new?
This is this is my patent sheep dung ale. No lemon in this one, so just the classic.
I set it on fire and drank it.
It didn't skin.
The commitment, the sheer commitment to drinking not only hipster bullshit drinks, but your character is a testament to this episode. Thank you. Oh my god.
You set the whole skin on fire.
And you're shocked to get it back, Emery, that it's actually still intact. After he sets
sling
it
it back
fire.
over my shoulder after taking another pull.
Like, honestly, that's the greatest bro bar trick of all time, and I love it. You guys have your moment outside of the cave.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know who other than Ruby is taking this as emotionally serious. Is Ruby, are you taking it the worst?
Yes, she feels very heavy. Her shoulders are kind of like sunken down at this, but she's looking forward with this determination to move forward from this, to remember Valis.
I want everyone to take their headset off except for Ruby.
Finally, I get my moment. That's right, bitches. I never get this. I never get this. I feel special for once. I've been chosen.
Ruby, I want you to roll.
Okay.
I want you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. I'm gonna switch to this one instead. It is a 17.
17.
Dear God, please don't be bad.
As the memories flow through your brain of what's happened in the last 48 hours, hell, even more than that, it dwells on you that you've maybe lost multiple people that you've actually cared about for the first time. And it brings back the memories of fending for yourself, not having anybody else to rely on, and seeing this scene again brings back the thought that not only have you lost Valis, but you've lost Chikios. And the minute that you seem to feel the saddest, something starts to change within your line of sight. And you look back at the rest of the group as if they're seeing something differently than you are, and everyone's staring into the giants. I want you to roll another wisdom saving throw.
That is a 17 again.
Another 17. And as you stare out into the distance, you slowly begin to see the form of a man with slick black hair past his shoulders, green eyes, slender, shit-eating grin. But this time, you recognize it's Chikios, but he has a long, flowing green cape, gilded in gold around the edges. Large golden antlers now protrude from his head. As slowly, ethereally, he walks forward and he gives you a hug. And he looks down at you and a tear rolls down his face. And you say something. What do you say? Quickly.
Chikios, when will you come back?
And you don't hear it, but he looks down at you in a little tear, and you hear it in your head. You hear soon.
But we need you now.
And at that moment, you blink, and he's gone.
Ruby, you can put your headphones back in.
Thanks. So Ruby looks at the others real quick to see if anything has changed. Maybe if anything registers on their faces, doesn't see it, and
And I need you, Ruby, to take your headset off.
Ah, come on. Fine.
All right.
It's off. No.
And you guys see Ruby just staring in to the body of the same ogre that ended Ballas's life. And you can see a tear roll down her face as she continues to stare. And you don't see anything else, but it looks like for a second that she almost tries to hug something that's not there, but she doesn't. It's like her arms go up to reach and then they get put down back by her side. And that's all you see.
Walk over to her and come on, kid. Still got a long road to go.
Okay. So, I don't know what you guys just said, but Ruby takes a deep breath, lifts her chin up, and she says, for us to stand here, to be alive together, is thanks to Valus. And it is for us to remember that for more of us to stay alive, to get through this, we will need to stay together.
We stay together.
I'm not going anywhere, Ruby. I know you guys just met me. I will give my life for yours because I pledged that to Chiquio. So, as long as I have breath in it, you guys will stay alive.
Barnes coming from Chiquios. I actually believe you.
I will. I'll just bow to Ruby, and I'll give her that wink.
I looked for your reaction again, Ruby, and it wasn't there. It was just a picture. God damn it.
She seems happy about it.
I miss your reaction.
She's smiling awkwardly. I don't know if that's a
that's an awkward smile.
creepy.
Hey, little backstory, guys. This picture was taken in the bathroom.
That's true.
Oh, she's pooping, so it is an awkward smile.
It is a hotel known for its amazing bathroom lighting.
Everyone takes selfies of it.
There's a
Called the Red Roof
hashtag. It's
Don't worry, guys. You have an emotional moment, and then we'll don't worry. We'll number 2 ale all over it.
Jokes, because poop's funny.
Poop is funny. Oh my god.
All right. Putting the face back on.
No.
Action.
Non-pooping
And scene.
face. Where was I? Thanks.
Because you wipe the tears away.
Yes. We have a mission ahead. It is important that we stay focused and that we continue through with this. We are going to track the ice giants. We will get the Nightstone back, and we will restore what was lost as best we can. I'm ready to move forward. Are you?
Let's go.
I'm in. I'll just nod. No winks this time.
All right. Did you guys
With that,
descend
Ruby-
upon?
Yes.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, then, yeah, we're going into the caves. Or I assume that's like, is that the passageway too?
No, that's not the passageway.
Oh.
It was just a stopping point.
Oh, we're just passing
Passing
it.
by.
Okay.
Yeah, just
I
passing
thought we
by.
had to go through it.
No.
Like shit.
No.
I don't have battle maps for that.
We're reliving.
I
this.
do. I mean, we can. If this is a real RPG, oh fuck, we go back to the cave like 5 times. Shit, I don't know. Where do we really go? Oh yeah, that's
I gotta
the
double
quest.
check I didn't miss any loots.
I gotta read the Nintendo Power. How do we get back to that spot? Now, you guys begin to make your way past the dripping caves. Once again, as a group, if anyone would like to take a break for a refill or a bathroom, this would be your current time to do so. If not, that's fine.
No need.
Wow. Wow.
And they wonder why his characters always drink. No, I'm just kidding.
Yep,
One little can of Coke, one gigantic bottle of Jim Beam.
And you get a mini
12
Coke,
ounces.
and you get a mini Coke. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and take that break.
Barnes and Noble's gonna find a little tree to pee on.
Yep.
Good call.
Dude, there's always a bathroom in the back behind the Starbucks.
I still don't understand the hermit shell crabs, but
Demolition Man.
that also means nothing to me.
What a
Oh
drink.
my God.
I don't
Hey,
know.
listen, I had to make her watch what, The Patriot. I had to make you watch
I'll be right back.
Braveheart. I had to make you watch
You didn't have
so
to
many
make me watch. I wanted to watch it. I just
so
never
many
had
movies,
people who
like-
wanted to watch it.
She doesn't get half our movie references.
I get most of them.
It's okay. It's okay.
We have some research to do.
Much research. By the way, thank you, Miss Z, for an incredible host. Thank you for all the hosts. Sly Guy also with a host in earlier. I tried to catch them as I can. I wasn't able to shout him out. I'm going to shout him out right now.
Also, what's up, Hasselhoff? Long time no see, dude. How you been?
Yeah, and also hi to my sarcastic brother in the chat.
Oh yeah. If you guys like Corific's comments, that's my brother-in-law. He a asshole. He DMs our other game on Sunday nights. That's not streamed.
Here's another shout out to Alan, who also runs a game on Friday night that hangs
Chinese
out in
food,
the
Miss
directory.
Z. Chinese food, problem solved. Or tacos if you can't do Chinese food.
What? This is a good question.
I died? God damn it.
It's a great question for Miss Z.
Mhm.
What is, I guess, like, would like Polynesian food be like what is the drunk food of Australia? Because I don't know. Would like Polynesian food be like the good drunk food?
I feel like tacos is ubiquitous across all nations.
What is it? What is the drunk food?
Chicken nuggets.
Something fried. It's got to be fried, right? Fried potatoes, fried whatever.
Hot
Fish.
buckets.
KFC.
Yes.
Fried. There you go. Fried spiders, fried snakes, fried kangaroo.
I mean, typically it's usually your drunk food is like your top immigrant food. So like you go to the UK, Germany, it tends to be your Indian food. In the States, it's States, it depends on what neighborhood you're in.
I was talking
That's my drunk
to
food, Chinese food.
I was talking to Captain Amari, who is a streamer here on Mixer, and way back when he's Australian, and I realized after talking to him, he said that they don't have Taco Bells in Australia.
What?
Not
And
necessarily bad.
I described to him what a quesarito was, and he said that sounds disgusting. He said you didn't have Taco Bells. Wherever he's at, you don't have Taco Bells.
I think
He said that
He's
sounds
just lying to you
disgusting,
now.
and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I was like, "It's a burrito with nacho cheese and meat and rice," and he's
Taco
like, "That
Bell.
sounds gross."
It's called a
Taco
bill?
Bill.
Oh, Taco Bill! You have Taco Bills, not Taco
That's not
Bell.
the
Taco Bill.
Totally different.
Also, Bill's the name they went with?
Taco
Taco
Bills.
Bell.
So
Taco,
he,
Taco
he's always-
Bill is the sequel to Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
There's no Taco Bell in most European countries.
Buck.
Really? How can that be?
Um,
McDonald's is everywhere. Why not Taco Bell?
well,
'Cause it's
probably
not as
because
good.
Taco Bell can't probably pass European law.
Yeah,
Is
that's
it
true. They do have a little bit higher
I thought-
standards for GMOs
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, probably because
I had Taco
Probably
Bell in
because they
Iraq.
don't live next to Mexico, brah, or that too.
That's true. The lack of a large Spanish-speaking population probably impacts.
Dude,
Let's be
I
clear,
don't
that
know
has
any-
nothing on Taco
I don't know
Bell.
any Hispanic people that ever go to Taco Bell. I'm sorry.
Well, I know a lot of them that do. So
You don't know a lot of diversity. No.
I taught at a public
by the
school that was
way, by the
50%
way,
Hispanic. Don't school me on this.
Before we descend into madness, I want everyone to represent and see Hister's new robes that he gained during the campaign.
I was saying, you look cold.
My fever's back over 102 again right now. So I just dropped some medicine and I'm freezing right now.
I love it. I think besides your condition, I think this is a great look for you. And
it's hot.
If you were a street side wizard, I would consult with you.
Just
I don't get to wear my robes anymore, so you should.
Thanks. Hey,
Well, I will right now.
thanks for being a fucking trooper. I appreciate that.
Yo tengo un gato en mis pantalones.
All right.
Un gato grande.
Don't lie. You're not wearing pants.
Oh, dang.
Hashtag
I am
prove
wearing
it.
pants, but no boxers. So imagine that.
What?
All right.
Don't give us.
So the group was. No, I'm just kidding.
I need everyone to roll for a perception check.
Oh, I'm real good. at
Passive or
this.
regular?
Nope. Perception. Regular.
15.
12.
18.
It's 17 again. But this time I rolled a 14, but I get a +3. I'm not just rolling only 17.
Yep. Barnes, you don't see shit. Emery, what was your number?
Podcast.
15. Sorry, new name.
Doesn't even know who he is.
Who am I?
Ruby. Nightcock, what was yours?
18.
Hister?
Did I say 14?
Yep. Nightcock, Ruby. You're the first two that look up from the group as you begin. The rest of the group is still wandering up in front of you. You both look up. Nightcock's still in the sky, looking up. Ruby, you as well. You begin to see a large cloud descend down out of the heavens. As it gets closer and closer, you can see a large tower and spire begin to form that's sitting on top of this cloud. You can see that the point of the tower comes up to what looks almost like a mushroom as it flails out, kind of floppy style. Looks almost like a wizard's hat. Stars and constellations adorn it. Appears to be about 3 stories tall up upon the cloud. As it continues to float down, you can see what appears to be a vine, large vine with thick leaf branches that descends out and spirals down and down and down.
Begins to spiral down. I put my arms out and try to stop those around me. I'm like, look at this. Watch out.
Guys, this plane has weird flowers down here. Have you seen this grass?
What's that grass saying?
You need to look up.
He drops and you point. You show everyone else.
Anybody tired of walking?
I'm flying, but
Look at you, asshole. You want to grab one of those vines and hijack this cloud?
I'm gonna morph into an Arakakra.
I want everybody to roll a history check.
Okay.
Nightcock, roll with advantage.
19.
17.
14.
20 not nat.
Nobody's seen anything like this before.
Dang.
Except for Nighty. I want everyone to take their headset off except for Nightcock.
Yeah.
What did you roll, Nightcock?
17.
Oh, okay. So even my 20 not okay. All right, I'm off.
So I have an idea what I think it is.
Nightcock.
Yep.
You know that you've just been given invitation by a cloud giant.
Yep. That's
To
what I
me.
was thinking.
You're the only person that knows.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what awaits you up above,
Yep.
but you do know that it may be fight or flight.
Yep.
But there's no sense in resisting, especially considering the fact of what just happened to Nightstone.
Yeah.
In your mind, you ponder the equation. Should I be scared?
I'm not scared.
Should I negotiate? You don't know. A lot of fleeting memories go through your mind.
Mm-hmm.
But you do know this. You know the hierarchy of giants.
Yep.
And it's been troubling you the entire time. That typically, cloud giants are ones that have some sense of reason. Regardless of them being implicated in the invasion of Nightstone, this could be good or it could be bad.
Yeah. You're right. All right. Are we all back?
So I've morphed into an Aarakocra that looks just like Nightcock, but I'm still wearing my blue tunic.
So group, I think I know what this cloud is. When I saw it and got this feeling that my feathers just started to kind of stand up, kind of that little like, anxiety, but also a sense of like, you know, hey, we need to go explore this, and I think that we should. I think that we should all grab onto those vines, and we should go up and explore this cloud.
Do you think there's any danger on there?
There's quite possible that there would be danger. Yes. But you know, you think about it, right? You think of everything that's happened here. What has happened in Nightstone? What happened to our good friend Valis? What happened? I feel like if we keep fleeing from danger, that things like this are going to keep happening. So why don't we go after? Why don't we just push forward? Even if there is danger, why are we being passive? I feel like we should, for Valis's sake, for the people of Nightstone, I feel like we should push on, and we owe it to ourselves to explore, to see what is here.
You're right. We should do this. I'm ready. So Ruby goes ahead and how far away is that vine?
20
her?
feet. Oh
20
shit!
feet? All right. She
We
goes
just
full
lost-
sprint.
We just lost Tyson.
What? Oh no.
No, my
It's
true
okay.
comp just crashed.
It's
Oh.
okay. We've got two of the most handsome men on the planet on the stream now.
Yeah, me and Captain RoBear.
It's back up if you want.
That's what I meant as well.
All right, so Ruby runs and jumps onto the vine, like just does full sprint, jumps onto the vine and starts going for it. She is scaling this vine and yells back, "What are you guys waiting for?"
I'm gonna follow her in a full sprint. Jump on the vine behind her.
Last one to the top has to. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, last one to the top doesn't get any drinks. Or buys us all drinks. I didn't think that one through.
No, this is fine.
Fine.
I assume if I shapeshift, I can also fly, right?
No.
No. then I just look like Nighthawk, and I'm just gonna use my wings to grab onto the.
I've been waiting.
Just gonna grab onto the vine.
I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm gonna try to fly. I'm gonna try to fly. I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna run really, really fast. And then I'm gonna jump and I'm gonna fucking flap those wings like with a grand fucking motion, and I'm gonna fall on my fucking face. And then I'm gonna get up and grab the vine. Change you back into dad bod.
Guys, what? Emery, you look different. You can change. You can.
Yeah,
do
I
that
can.
Too?
Yeah, I guess you weren't there. I can change shape. I've never been an Aarakocra, but I thought that it would let me fly. Apparently, it takes a little bit of learning, so you know.
You can actually change your form. I can't do that. I can only just do magic that makes me look like I change forms, but really, it's just an illusion.
I change into Barnes and Noble, and my tunic stretches a little bit because he's way bigger than me. It's like one of those cut off like '90s football players crop tops, you know, under their pads. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
dude. You're the boss.
It's like cut right here, you know, and so.
Oh,
and then I changed back into dad bod.
Oh, you looked like me. You were a handsome there for a second. I don't know what you're doing with all this, but why choose to look like that?
This is you know, this is what the average man looks like, and I want to just appear average, you know, like most of the time. And this is a form that people respect and admire and can get along with, and it gets me by.
Folks, are you climbing the vines or?
I love it.
Greg, but the vine is so I grabbed the vine.
I'm just climbing and talking.
I'm flying. Up. And as you
Ruby is racing her way up to the top.
I need everyone
She's
to
like
make
she's
a
inspired.
strength check right now. Not to fall off. Not to fall off. This is not a fall off situation. Just seeing how fast you climb to the top.
15.
Just straight strength modifier.
Mm-hmm. Athletics check. Strength. Whichever one you want to.
19.
18.
17.
15.
15 for me as well.
All right. As Ruby and Hister begin to race to the top. Racing each other on either side of the vine as quick as you can get. It becomes a challenge between both of you. Locked in. I want you guys to have a straight roll off right now. I want 3 rolls to the top of this vine.
Okay.
You want all
looking
3 rolls,
at each other as Ruby begins to dart off, climbing on one side. You find it as a challenge, Hister, and you begin doing the same thing as the dragonborn on the other side.
I'm also like I pulled my claws out and I'm using those to dig in and to get my kind of like how track athletes have cleats. That's what I'm using.
I like it.
My claws for.
That's the best you got, Tabaxi. Let's go.
At the same time, he uses his dragon claws to dig in.
Let's see if you can keep up with me, old man.
You watch that old man shit.
I'm impressed you can get your weight up this far.
All right.
Wow. First roll is a 19.
Ah, damn it.
What's your roll?
Right, it is a 9. I'm gonna use one of. No, it's fine. It's fine. First one's a 9.
By the way, what I ask you to, what are you rolling on?
Rolls.
3 rolls. 3 rolls, not straight rolls. These rolls you can either use I'm sorry, I didn't preface, and you'll be able to add to this history on your first one. You can use either your athletics, your acrobatics.
All right, I'll add my athletics, which makes my first one a 25.
Ruby, I want you to use advantage on your first roll since you rolled higher.
All right. That is 18. Do I also get to add my acrobatics?
Yeah, you can choose your athletics or your acrobatics.
Acrobatics, so that's going to be a 22.
22. As Hister, the sheer brute force of a dragonborn possessed, is clawing into this beanstalk, begins scaling up above you. Ruby begins pouncing and starts leaping, and not just climbing anymore. It's a full-on race with Hister just slightly in the lead. I want you guys to both roll again.
Do I get advantage again?
No, you do not.
Damn it.
20, not natural.
That is going to be 19. Damn it.
Still, Hister just tearing into this, just a man possessed, tearing into this beanstalk. You're still significantly behind now by 3. Go ahead and roll again.
$21.
19.
It's not enough. Damn it.
And at the last step, as you pounce back and forth, the old man throws his dragon claw up on the side of the cloud and reaches into it. And this is the first scene that you see from a camera view is that claw come in, and then your paw as he pulls himself up and you pull yourself up and you look at each other and grin, him just edging you out.
Good job. Good job.
Told you the old man still got it.
I guess you do. Next time, though. Next time.
I'll take that challenge.
As you both grin at the edge of that cloud, the rest of the group still climbing up the stalk. You can see the camera pan down, looking at the floor below. Barnson and Nightclock actually laughing to himself as he flies up to the top. And Emery behind him. You slowly begin to see this large spire up in front of you as it pans up. You can see the body of a large cloud giant begin to descend down out from a look at the very top. A little keep up above. He has a long, wispy white beard, bluish purple robes that transcend down. Once again, adorned with constellations that you can't quite make out, that are embroidered in gold and silver. Shaved head, weathered face. Very, very large cloud giant begins to levitate and descend down upon you onto the pillowy cloud. And as you pull yourself up, you can feel like it has this childlike bounce to the surface. And it does. You can't help yourself from wanting to like just bounce a little bit. As the rest of you make your way up onto the edge of this cloud, as you stare in front of you, a very old, very experienced cloud giant bows before you Welcome, welcome, my friends. Welcome. My name is Zephyrus, and this is my humble abode.
You mean us no harm,
I mean you no harm.
but you are a giant.
I promise, Tabaxi, I promise I mean you no harm.
She kind of pulls out her rapier a little bit behind her back.
Easy, kiddo. Zephyrus, so, cloud giants don't usually just come out of the sky and invite people in. I got a feeling there's a reason you want us up here.
You're wise beyond your days, Dragonborn. You would be correct.
It doesn't have anything to do with cloud giants and may have removed the Nightstone from the town of Nightstone?
I don't know what you speak of, Dragonborn.
Well, if you got the time, I'd be happy to tell you a great story over a drink.
That's who we can do, Dragonborn.
But why is it that you have stopped us and invited us up here?
I have invited you into my tower. Well, and he struggles to find a word.
Giant, speak.
I have much to say. I have, we don't necessarily have that much time, but I would like to speak to you with inside my keep if you would like to join me. My name is Zephyrus.
And why should we trust you? Zephyrus the giant.
That's just a good question. And he kind of looks to his left and to his right. That's just for you to decide. I can't decide that for you.
I look at him and can I just judge him to see if I believe
roll an
him or
insight
not?
check. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's the 15.
A 15. You look at him and you can tell. It seems like he's telling the truth. He just seems a little awkward. Kind of seems like he's Tyson Glazier at a freshman year in Southeast Missouri State.
Is this giant wearing sleeves?
Probably not.
We will come. Keep your distance.
He fills out a medium shirt like nobody's business.
Since I made it canon, his robes don't have sleeves. His robes
I don't trust him.
His robes don't have sleeves, and he fills out a sky giant's medium well.
Guys, the giants are the ones that attacked Nightstone, my village. I don't think we should go with this guy.
Well, hold on there, Emery. He wouldn't have invited us up if he just wanted to kill him.
Emery, I need you to make a wisdom. Emery, I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 15.
As you stare back into the face, and you can see the gray irises of Zephyrus. You can see the gold gauges within his ears. You can hear in the back of your mind, I was not responsible for that. I should let you know I was not responsible, nor do I know the existence of Nightstone. And you're not sure whether everyone else heard that or not.
Did you guys just hear that in your heads?
What was it?
Hear what?
What was said?
He said that he's not responsible for Nightstone, but it was in my brain. It was in my head movies.
and it looks, I'm sorry. Well, I thought he might be able to know discretion, but no, I don't know of Nightstone either. I'm simply traveling. Please come into my. Please come into my keep. Please come into my keep. And he turns around and he goes.
I don't know. This guy seems off.
I like him. I trust him. I think if he were going to hurt us, he would have probably just hit us on his way down, and then did a little drive-by action and left us to die.
Can I do a little perception check of the area around me to make sure there's no one else but us and him?
Yeah, absolutely.
14.
Look, and you're on this pillow top of a just fucking cloud. You don't see anybody else. It's just him. It's him and his tower.
We should be brave. At
Well,
this point,
let's see what he's got to say.
back. We all go together.
And Marie, I know I did not protect you earlier like I did the rest of the group, but I promise I will look after you like you are one of them. We shared a drink, but I'm sorry if I offended you earlier.
It's okay, friend. I'm gonna put my arm around him. If we're going together, then we go together.
You put your arm around one of the tallest guys on the
Yeah,
team.
like it's way up here. It's like, you know,
I feel like you'd just be like holding his waist.
Put your arm around his
it's
waist.
maybe around his shoulder blades or something. I don't know. It's way up here. You know what I mean. He's gonna maybe he'll stoop down. I don't know.
We're going on an adventure.
So
It's
Ruby
okay.
has her dagger and her rapier out. She's holding them down at her side,
Mm-hmm.
but she's got them pulled out and she's on edge. Like the hair on the back of her neck is standing up and her tail is very stiff.
Ruby, keep a sharp eye, but don't kill anybody unless they attack us first.
Fine. But if they do, they're dead.
I have a great judge of character. This guy is friendly. He means us no harm.
You don't even know how to use the 3 shells. How can you be a great judge of character?
I mean, that's just weird.
He does have a point.
Let's go inside. He's
Come
not
on.
going to wait forever.
As you guys begin to descend into Zephyrus's tower, I want everyone to roll a perception check.
You're saying Sephiroth like Final Fantasy VII Sephiroth?
No, Zephyrus.
Sephiroth.
Yeah, it's like it's like Zephyros, but I'm saying it is Zephyrus.
Nat 20 for me.
A fat one.
Nat 20 for me.
A fat one.
First one with the new dice.
Yes.
All right, Nightcock. Anybody else
Yep.
roll nat 20?
No. 11.
15.
14.
Nightcock, as you begin to stretch, walking in to Zephyros's tower, you extend out your arms and you stretch, and as your right hand hits up, you hear a sound that sounds like a coin block. As you hit this invisible block, dunk, a potion comes out the side that's half green, half white. I want you to roll sleight of hand right now to see if you catch it.
Okay. 13.
13.
Yeah.
You snag that shit.
Oh,
And you look back at it and you see 2 slotted eyes and a mustache on the side of that vial. You stare back at it, and it smiles back at you.
Okay. I guess I'm trying to think. Is there any type of check I could do on like what might be inside?
Arcana. Mm-hmm.
Arcana. Okay. All right. 18.
18.
Yep.
You're not quite sure what the potion does, but you damn well know it has something to do with vitality. You hold it, you can feel a sense of friendship, camaraderie, and overall well-being by just holding that vial.
Okay. All right. I'd like to take that that vial and store it away for right now.
Got it. And you guys all descend into the keep of Zephyrus. As you guys walk in, you're surrounded by large floating chandeliers of bright light into a center tower that's built with stone. Large purple throw rugs with constellations adorn the floor. A great center table sits round in nature. It seems like it shows the entire cosmos as you span out. As you stare into it, it feels like it's never ending. And you look up and Zephyrus is actually levitating on the other side of the table, cross-legged, standing in front of this giant chamber. You look and you see that there's no stairs. You see that there's only a circular opening where it looks like Zephyrus can float up above and go between the chambers. As he sits down at the main level, as you guys are greeted, slowly, you don't see any chairs, but like Fantasia, the chairs descend out and swoop down back behind all of you. It kind of butts back up to your leg, unsettling at first. Oh, notice you guys all take a seat. Welcome, my children, welcome. I know this can be a little unsettling at first. You've never been on top of a cloud. But I have a feeling that our meeting is not consequential. I'm curious. Exactly what were your intentions as a party? Where are you going? Child of light.
Who's your child of light that you were talking to?
Talking to all of you. You shine bright as a North Star.
You
It's not
expect
hard
us
to
to
find
just share all of our secrets and information with a total stranger?
And you are the one who stopped us.
I
Shouldn't
do
you have
I do not. I do not.
I thought you had something to share with us, not us to share with you.
I am surely that you could understand tabaxi and natural curiosity, and I am sorry. I am sorry.
Hail and well met, friend. My name is Barnes. I am Barnes. Barnes and Oble.
Barnes and
Barnes
nice
and
to
Oble.
meet you.
How are you, my big? We're distantly related, as you can tell. I am big and you're bigger, but
You have come far away from the Feywild, Bonzen.
yes,
You have come a very far way.
I have. I travel across plains a lot.
As have most of you. You're slowly starting to have a creeping feeling that maybe Zephyrus knows more than what he leads on.
Giant, you need to speak. We do not have time for this.
Oh, we have time. We have time, Tabaxi. We do.
How did you know I was from the Feywild? I didn't tell you I was from the Feywild. I only told them.
And he waves his hand in front of you. And the rest of you can see just nothing but fireflies and fairies, as if it was an aura around him. Like it was a radiating heat on his body that anyone could ever see. Clearly. It's not hard to see. Bonzen. It's not hard to see at all.
You are a very powerful sky giant. I've never met one of your kind. I've only read in books. I did not know you had this power about you.
How do you see like this?
Lots of time, child. Lots of time in reflection. I was led this way because of a disturbance. I've come to check on the city of Nightstone.
I thought you'd never heard of Nightstone.
Not till now. I haven't.
So if you're traveling to a city you'd never heard of, how'd you know where you were going?
And he smiles and he looks over at Hister. I want everybody to take their headset off for a moment.
What?
Hister, I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
That is +3. It's 20, not natural.
20. As Zephyrus looks you in the eye and smiles, you key in on one of his gold gauges within the ear, and you look between that gold gauge within his ear, and it zooms in from your point of view, from your eye, into the gold gauge, and it begins to spin, and you see worlds. You don't just see a singular world, you see multiple. You see universes. You see constellations you never even knew existed. It spins, it warps. I need you to make another wisdom saving throw.
14.
14. It begins to bend and twist. You're jolted back into your body.
Zephyrus, that's very celestial. Ran into one of you guys in Nightstone. Traveled through, found out we had some Nightstone, ended up leaving with it. I got a feeling it has something to do with the power of the Nightstone. See, we just came from that town that was raided by sky giants that took the Nightstone out of the town. Large, massive crystal. And it seems like everybody wants that because you ran into some mercenaries that were after it too. And now you're telling me that you traveled from unknown cosmos to this spot right here, looking for the same thing. Am I getting that right?
Mister, did you say celestial? I know some stuff about celestial.
Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something here.
Yeah. Oh, see, Emery, while you were locked up, we ran into a celestial by the name of Arnor, who stole a piece of the Nightstone out of Jerry's pocket and disappeared into midair.
Fucking Jerry. Hate that guy.
Well, he was smart enough to grab a piece of the Nightstone because it saved our asses in the fight against the mercenaries.
So you've met a celestial before? And this is this?
He was a real fan of Emery's number 2 ale.
Who wouldn't be? And I'm gonna take a swig from the skin.
He
The
doesn't
lemon
get
one this
snarky,
time, though.
does he?
And as you look back into Zephyrus' eyes, he looks back at the rest of you. I need to be a little bit more forward. No doubt. He takes a deep breath. Exhales. I don't expect you to know the order in which the giants operate. But something is right, as you probably already know. There's a thing that we call is the ordering. The ordering is what restores order between the level of empathy and compassion. The cloud giant, sky giant as I have, to the filth and the disgust at the bottom of the pile is a hill giant. The ordering has been shattered. And everything.
What does that mean?
It means that a lot of powerful people are willing to do whatever it takes to prove to their God that they are worthy. I have been much contemplation. I've been trying to contact other realms, use my wisdom to find out what is best. I've seen you before. I've seen all of you before. I've seen you in an image. That is why I extended myself an invitation into my home. I believe in you, travelers. Whether you believe in me or not, I believe that you can restore this order.
And how do we do that?
Unfortunately, under my contemplation, my involvement must be kept to a minimum.
That seems like a cop-out.
It is not. I want you to make a wisdom saving throw, Ruby.
I've read through my times of over 200 years of studying that in times of need that the outwardly beings such as celestials and the gods have bestowed great power amongst us material plane and fey beings. Perhaps you might have something of assistance.
What's your roll, Ruby?
It was a 19.
19.
It was a good one. I hope. Better be.
So says you.
And this time, your brain is racked. It's filled with images. But this time, your eyelids roll up and they become white. and like a projection system out almost a meter in front of you, the rest of the group can see constellations and images, almost like you're a projector. And he goes, I apologize. This is not harming your friend at all. And you can see the grin on Ruby's face that she's not being hurt, but she's just being used as a vessel at the moment. And you begin to see the tier of giants and what they stand for. You can see that it starts with a storm and wind and a trident. You can see that there's a storm giants. You can see that there's cloud giants. You can see stone giants. You can see the hierarchy that trends down. Nightcock, this is very familiar to you. You know the degree as he begins to break down the images there in front of you via Ruby's eyes. I have, and it all of a sudden it drops from your face. I have spoken with other planar entities. I have been warned against taking a more direct hand in this case. But I want to aid you in my assistance. If you're willing to accept it. And he kind of bows and he extends his hand.
Ruby bows and returns. I accept. And she looks back at everyone else. What about you guys?
I still don't know that I completely trust you. Obviously, giants attacked our village, so I'm not sure what to think here. But you seem to have something to tell us, so I'm gonna bow as well.
He just smiles.
Is this for all of us? Or can we all be aided in this conquest? Or is this just for Ruby?
And he floats over to the edge and he pats you on the shoulder. All of you.
Oh, well, I will definitely bow. I have only read good things about Celestials.
Nightcock.
Oh,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Nightcock stares at the giant and says to him, I know your hierarchy. I know your kind. I've studied you guys. I've battled you numerous times. But I think in this instance, I think I am willing to bow and see what kind of assistance you have to offer.
He laughs and goes, thank you. Thank you for having the empathy to understand that not everyone is the same by the credence of their skin or the way that they were born. And as you guys all get an acceptance of Zephyrus' gift, I want everyone to roll a perception check.
Nine.
16.
21.
16. Miss-
9 for me.
16 or 15 or above. Ruby and Barnes and who else? Ruby and Barnes, you both look up and you can see chandeliers. Each chandelier up above has a translucent blue crystal. 6 of them, blowing in the breeze that comes through the windows. And you can see the translucent blue curtains that cover the windows with inside this fire slowly blowing. And those crystals burn with a continual flame. I ask that you take respite in the floor above. Or he says the floor within you. The second floor is my chamber. The top of the spire is my navigation tower. I do not know where you are traveling, but I will assist you in your journey. Tell me now. I will set the navigation stone. Where would you like to go, travelers?
Rinchendar.
Rinchendar.
I'd like to go to
Brinchinder?
Icewind Dale.
Are you talking about? Are you referring to Brinchinder and Icewind Dale?
Icewind Dale.
It's not that hard to say.
I just
And
glared
as
at
he
him.
begins to levitate, puts his hands together and he flies up to the top. And something that the rest of you can't see, but as a movie scene, you see he slams his hand on top of an orb that glows, and it begins to twist, and you can see continents and worlds as it spins and glides within his hand, and the wispy beard kicks up and a smile in his face as a glint in the gold gauge in his ear turns as he spins, and he picks out the exact spot that he needs, and he presses it. And he descends back down into the main level of his spire, and like a Range Rover before, a large Greyhound bus, that lovely air suspension kicks in. It's like you can't feel a thing as you begin to glide into a different direction.
Are we in the TARDIS?
Is this bigger on the inside?
Oh shit.
Oh, batteries died.
Everyone talk bad about him. Quick.
Talk shit about
Quick. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy and his fucking whispers.
Look at that guy's beard. What is this
Take out
guy?
your fucking earphones, guys.
What is this guy? Some kind of beard guy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
put my battery in.
Some kind of beard man.
Beardy McBeard face.
Hashtag Steel Series Arctic Pro. Best shit in the game, baby.
This is not an ad.
Hashtag not an ad, because I'd love for him to
Betty
pay me.
rolls that one all the time. The best bird.
I'll take it. And at this point,
420 health. Nice.
Radio, you hanging in there, bud?
Barely.
he looks like a man mushroom at this point.
I know.
I thought I was toughing it out last week.
No, he's being a trooper. Yep. We got just a little bit more. Thank you. And Zephyrus raises his hands up when it appears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see 5 pillowy, cloudy beds. Jesus Christ.
Dang.
Beds rise up to the sides. I will make accommodations for you as you go to Rinchendar. If there's anything else that I can do for you, it would be my pleasure. But until then, I'm going to retire to my... Yes? Bonzen.
That was it. That's all I want. I've always wanted to try them.
I call it top bunk.
Then he chuckles and he begins to ascend. I'm going to take a small nap. It took a lot out of me to get here. He raises up to the second chamber. guys are left amongst yourselves in a chamber that is crystal lit on pillow top by yourselves. Would you like to do anything?
You think those crystals are the same ones that the Nightstone's made out of?
I do, yes.
That was my thought. Original thought.
It
Yes.
does. They do seem similar to the Nightstone in the town.
Wonder
I'm not
if
familiar with the Nightstone, so I'm not sure.
My question
Magic-
isn't how to
Magic
begin.
Stone, dude. That's all you need to know. Magic Stone.
I'm not sure. I'm still not sure I trust this guy. I don't.
Does
I
not
get.
matter.
I get a strange feeling that he's lying, and I really hate liars.
He's definitely
Yeah,
withholding
so do I.
information.
Emery.
Oh.
I'm gonna just take a drink from one of those skins.
Roll a Constitution saving throw on your own shit.
That one.
Oh,
damn.
Let's go. Oh, as you try to be a hard ass and remain contact, you pull a swig and it's fucking rotten. It is spilled.
I think let me be honest with you guys. Okay, okay. I might have put a little too much sheep dung in this. I might have miscalculated the ratio.
You don't need to put sheep dung in ale.
No, listen. It's a common recipe. But I put my own spin on it. But I think I just overdid the proportions. I'll try better next time.
Next time, I'll make us some mead.
All right. Yeah, we'll see.
Come on. You don't think soldiers got drunk on the battlefield making grog out of sheep shit, do you?
I don't need your. I don't want to disrespect you, but ale is a little bit harder to make than toilet wine.
Well, you've got your version. I got the truth.
Maybe someday we'll have a taste test.
Oh, what else is in this room other than those crystals, which I'm seriously thinking of taking, and I just don't want to piss a giant.
I don't think we need to take them yet. I think we should keep an eye, and if we leave, we should then.
I just wonder what he's hiding. He knows more than he's telling us already. He's already admitted that he knows more than he's telling us.
Can I use my Furblog magic to cast Detect Magic?
Yeah, you can.
No. Boy.
And I sense magic. The presence of magic within 30 feet of me.
It's the equivalent.
Did I just do a
It's the equivalent of
6-line rail of cocaine?
Yeah, it's
Magic?
it's the equivalent of Superman as a kid that has to run inside of the fucking closet because all the extra sensory perception causes him to go borderline insane. The whole thing is magic. Everything is magic. All of it. I need you to roll.
Guys.
I need you to roll.
God.
I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, shit. 6.
Oh no.
You go down into the fetal position, crawling to the closest corner that you can get. You can still talk while you do it.
Oh guys, this place, it's so much magic. I made a mistake. I made a mistake.
And I just drop the spell and just sit there in the corner.
Guys, this guy is, I've only read about this sort of thing.
Barnes, did you really try and detect magic on a floating cloud castle?
I did. It was not wise of me.
He's got a point.
I just wanted to see if there was anything going on here, and I regret it immediately.
Shake my head and sit on a pillow bed.
I'm gonna lay down on the pillow bed as well, the cloud bed.
So group,
Hey.
I had
Kinda
I have some thoughts. These crystals that are here, I know you guys mentioned that we thought they might be from similar to the ones that the crystal and Nightstone. And my question, at least my thought is, how did this giant get these crystals? And could they be part of the crystal that was stolen from Nightstone? Just thought.
I think it's the same type of crystal. I don't know if it came from Nightstone. It's going to be impossible to tell.
Okay.
But I don't think he means us any harm.
I think we will need to wait it out. For now, let's go to sleep. We'll wake up and we'll continue from there.
I agree. Let's
That works.
pick it up in the morning.
I'm going to lay down, but I'm going to keep one eye open. Just barely. Keep a lookout.
All right.
I'm gonna go straight to sleep.
I'm gonna stay awake.
All right.
Psst, Nightcock. Wake.
Yeah, Esther.
I'm just fucking with you right now. Don't pay any attention to me.
No, that happens. What do you say to Nightcock?
Really think, really think we can write this giant order he keeps talking about?
I don't know. Something just tells me that I don't know. I want to trust this guy, and just something keeps coming back and making me not want to trust him. So I don't know.
Well,
You think
you're the one who's hunted more of these than any of us, so
this
let's
is
keep a watchful eye.
Yeah, this is the first giant that I've come across that's
You haven't put an arrow
acted
into?
like this. Yeah, and it's acted like this. So it's odd and strange to me.
Try and get some sleep. We'll see what happens next. I'm gonna keep that one eye open as I lay back and just survey the room.
Eyes wide open for me, staring around, scanning the room.
Anybody else?
I'm asleep.
I fart in my sleep.
I just I take out a giant leather-bound book and just read. I don't go to sleep. I just kind of meditate and read through my book.
As you start to meditate, I want you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
God, I can't see through my hair. Hang on.
Easy
15.
there, Benji.
15. I want everyone else to take their headset off except for Tyson.
I am going to actually head out, so I'm saying goodbye.
Just
I have to be awake and. Okay, fine.
Just 1 second. Just 1 second.
Fine.
You got it. Don't worry. It'll be quick.
Okay.
All right. Tyson. Actually, Barnes in. As you begin to meditate, slowly but surely, memories of the Feywild begin to permeate your brain. You see daisies. You see grass. You see the twilight that reminds you of Chikios. You stare out. It's you sitting in the middle of a field by yourself. Twilight surrounds you. It's not your court, but it's not unfamiliar. And you can see Chikios walking up before you with newly adorned gilded antlers and a cape. And he puts his hand on your shoulders and he kneels down and he begins to speak. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
22.
22. He looks down at you and goes, Bonson. Thank you. You have done me a service. My friends are in trouble. I need you. And he puts both hands on his shoulders and it wisps out. As everyone begins to take a long rest, atop their wonderful cloud beds, you guys are descending in the sky, headed in the direction of your goal. 6-7 hours pass. Almost seems like it's infinite. It's the best sleep that you've ever received. I want everyone to add 10 temporary health points to their sheet. But at the same time, you have the best sleep of your life. I want everyone to roll a perception check with disadvantage.
16.
16 for me as well.
18.
16.
Ruby?
11.
11. All right. As Hister begins to rise up, as he normally does as a short sleeper, he begins to walk out to the front of the chambers to take a leak off the edge of the cloud. With your dragonborn dick out, pissing off the side of the cloud. Shaking off the haze of the previous night, you see 9 riders on top of vultures. In varying degrees of ornateness, begin to land, fly in and land on the edge of all the cloud formation that you have. And as you go to end dribble on your dragonborn dick, you look up at the incoming madness with a smile on your face. And that's where we'll end this episode.
Oh, man.
All right.
Take the fucking hair out of my face.
Loser anthem.
Oh my god, and the worst part is we've got 2 weeks before we can get to it.
Oh, you have no idea how horrible that makes me feel.
Oh, we can do it in Cooperstown, and we did. Cooper Towers, sorry. Reading.
Appreciate you letting me come and be a jackass again tonight.
Great job.
Good night, Becca. Go to bed.
Whoa,
Great
yeah,
job.
Becca, please get
Get
some
out of
sleep.
here. Go to bed.
Becca.
I'll call you when you need to get out.
Wave bye to the
See you
camera
guys
first,
later.
Becca, and then
Love you, Becca.
Bye, Becca. Hope
Bye.
you find your dad.
I'll call you when you need to be up.
And
See you guys.
I am going to bow out at the same time.
All right,
Thank
later.
you
And
for
I'm
another
gonna-
great night.
radio. Thank you, buddy.
I
Thanks
will,
for What? It's just like you're not feeling well or something.
I'm gonna take a piss, but I'll be back.
Thank you.
Thanks for another great night.
Hold on. Here, we'll just go ahead and just wave bye to everybody. I'll just end the VOD. Bye. Love you guys. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.